There's a huge sense of family here.
That's the best thing to have, is that support and that safety net.
One of my favorite parts of the professors is just the personal connection you build with them.
If you want to be at a campus that gives you hope and motivation and makes you feel at home, then go to East Central.
I'm glad to be a part of East Central.
The college with you in mind.
Whenever you're ready.
Wait, low funds? What am I gonna do? Okay, text mom.
Come on, look at your phone, Mom. Look at your phone. They have their cards already?
Come on.
Community Bank's CB2Go app lets you easily transfer funds from one account to another within minutes, so you can get back to your night out. Community Bank, a bank like no other.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into East Central Community College here for the Magnolia Sports Association Senior Bowl. I'm Tanner Marler alongside Rion Young. And Rion, this is one we've had circled on the calendar for a while.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Ready to come out and see some of the best talent in the state of Mississippi, not just on the MHSAA side, but also in the MAIS. And anytime you come together with those two, you got a lot of talent coming together with these two teams. I was here last year, man. It was a great game. And I heard last night in the sophomore game they had a very great game that came down to the wire.
Absolutely. We fully expect this one to come down the wire. And something interesting about this game now, Rion, is that those two divisions typically don't mix. So here you're getting the true cream of the crop here in Mississippi, which is traditionally a phenomenally recruited football state as it is.
Yes, it is.
We should be in for quite a show.
Yes, and I noticed that he did something different than he did from last year. I don't think we're dealing with north-south this year. I think we're mixing it up, just doing it how they're doing it, kind of like in the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah, we're mixing it up a little bit this year. You've got guys from all over, and what as kind of a former player, Rion, what is that kind of interaction like?
I really don't know, because I was out there on the field a while ago. Just I'm a guy from the north, so I was out there trash talking, just saying saying the North was gonna win and all that. I really don't know, because even in the Facebook group that we have on Facebook, Mississippi High School Sports page, you just see it all the time, north south, and I'm pretty sure everybody's still thinking it's a north south game. But you know what? I love the mix up.
I do as well. I going back and thinking way back in yesteryear when I was playing, that it was a lot different.
Yeah.
It was a lot different, and I always enjoyed mixing with players from other schools. But you can see there on your feed, we've got these two teams decked out in Drip Athletics jerseys today, and they are looking the part.
Yes, Kieran Striblin is the owner of Major Drip Athletics, and man, he always have us looking good. As you can see, I got on one from the All-Star game now, back in March from the basketball All-Star game. He knows how to have them looking good.
Absolutely. The Platinum Squad in white, the Gold Squad in black.
Yes.
And I really think another interesting thing we have to point out, Rion, is these coaching staffs.
Oh, yes. You got some great coaches. You got a lot of young coaches with fire and energy. A lot of these coaches you see out here now are what we call players coaches.
Yeah, players coaches, guys that really know how to lead a locker room and bring that locker room and the players to the forefront of their plans.
Yes.
When it comes to the Gold Squad, Coach Jeremy Jones, can you tell us a little bit about him?
Jeremy Jones on the Gold Squad, I don't really know a lot about him. Like I said, I know him, but I don't really know a lot about him, so I really can't. He's a good guy. I know he's a winner. He's done a lot of things. I'm trying to see what coach South Pike. Yes. This year he was down there getting the guys back pumped up down there in that area. South Pike is a very good football area. That Louisville played them in the state championship way back in the day, so that's a football town, and I know he's a guy that's going to get that team back ready to be able to be championship ready.
And on the Gold Squad, head coach Marcus Rogers out of Holmes County.
Yes. Marcus Rogers is my guy. He's a very good coach. He's a very good players coach, like I said. And another great thing about Marcus Rogers is if you play good on his team, he's going to make sure you get noticed on not just the JUCO level, but Division I level, Power 5 level. I mean, he has a guy, Terrence Hibbler Jr., that just got 8 offers this week from Power 5 schools. So that's what I like about Coach Rogers.
And he's bringing a lot of his coaching staff with him, specifically offensive coordinator today and wide receiver coach Malik Deer.
Yes, Malik Deer was a legend in high school as well as Mississippi State. My little brother played against him, and, man, I'm telling you, he may have lost a lot of games, but he was one of those guys that stood out amongst that Murrah team.
Malik Deer had some great moments for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. He's also bringing DB's coach Alan Washington.
Yes.
A lot of that Holmes County staff is here.
Yes.
Coaching the defense, though, for that Gold Squad is Javonce Jones out of Louisville.
Yes.
Louisville has got a guy specifically right now that is
Yes.
garnering a lot of attention
Yes.
on that defensive line.
Yes, Gabe Moore. And I had to correct you because I'm a Louisville guy, but, you know, we like to say Big Louisville.
There you go. Big
Javonce
Louisville.
Jones is one of the best defense coordinators in the state. He's also going to end up being one of the best head coaches in the state. He's came up under Coach Shorter from Louisville. He was with Coach Shorter in Macon. Coach Shorter coached him in Noxubee County. I'm sorry, not Macon, but Noxubee County. He's a guy that's going to really be out there pumped up. He's going to have these guys ready. I'm pretty sure he upset he can't do all the blitzing that he want to do, but he's a guy.
Well, they were talking before the game. They said that didn't stop anybody yesterday. They said they were running zero coverage yesterday in the sophomores game.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Man, who knows? Who knows? If the gloves come off, we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
Want to give a big thank you to East Central Community College for being phenomenal hosts today for this fantastic event. Lots of great turnout, chance for the school to get some fresh eyes on it, and it is a beautiful facility here they have.
Yes, yes. I didn't attend East Central Community College, but East Central Community College is when I was in school, this was the place where if you was in this area, you know, they did locks. So if you went JUCO, you know, you had to come to this school if you was one of the top players that school wanted to put on lock. And I've always been familiar with the campus. It's a lot of great athletes that has come from this school. You know, if you was to walk down to the athletic building right there and look at their Hall of Fame, you probably notice some names. This is a great school, great facility, great place to be. And I'll tell anybody, no matter what sport you're playing, it's a great place to come get a head start.
Absolutely. And also a huge thanks to East Central CC Live for allowing us to use their broadcast equipment today. They've been phenomenal hosts, and we are really looking forward to being able to work with them throughout these next 4 quarters. Let's talk about those 4 quarters for a second, Rion. What do you think you're going to see from the Gold Squad as far as offense goes?
I think on the Gold Squad on offense, we're going to see a lot of speed. We're going to see a lot of quick routes. He has a lot of shorter receivers that can catch the ball and do things in space. So I think we're going to see a lot of quick passes and things like that. On defense, you know, we got some of the best defensive guys in the state of Mississippi on both squads, obviously. So on defense, I think we're going to see a lot of them guys step up and make big plays. But like I said, as far as on the offense, I think we're going to see a lot of speed from the offense. You already mentioned earlier that Platinum Squad is a lot bigger up front.
I have to agree. And that Platinum Squad with that bigger front line and quarterback out of Jackson Prep, Paxton Thompson. I've heard a lot of people saying he's the real deal. He's got an arm on him.
He is the real deal.
I feel like we're going to see this Platinum Squad really trying to stretch the field vertically, maybe throw in some play action with that bigger offensive line. I think they're really going to have a lot more open playbook as far as that is concerned. On the defensive side, however, I think they're a little undersized compared to the Gold Squad at the defensive back positions. I think that it's going to allow for almost some bully ball on the outer edges. So we'll have to see how that shakes out.
We're in for a good game, Tanner. I will tell you that. This is going to be a good one. As you can see, the stands aren't too thin. There's a lot of people coming in. There's a lot of people that's supporting this event.
Absolutely. Stands are packed. We've got 2 bands here.
Yes.
I believe. I mean, those are right next to the press box here as well, so I feel like we're going to get an earful of them, but that's okay.
We don't just have 2 bands here. We have Heidelberg here, and Heidelberg is one of the best bands in the state. And if you look down, you can look down right now. I think this guy right here with the dreads is one of their band directors. You don't see a lot of band directors looking like him. I'm not trying to stereotype anybody, but you can tell that's why they bring the young fire. You know, you got a lot of young guys like that on this. Within that guy looks like a football player.
He
you know
does.
what I mean? And he's leading the band. So that's what you need. That's what you need nowadays. I love to see schools like this who don't just concentrate on sports. They concentrate on things outside of sports. I love to see that.
Absolutely. Heidelberg, like Rion said, one of the best bands in the state.
Yes.
As far as competitions go, and always bringing the energy on Friday nights.
Well, I tell you what, It looks like John Peterson has a crowd here today.
He does. I would say so.
Yeah, John Peterson is one of the best running backs in the state, but he also is probably the most underrated running back in the state. Van Cleve is probably the most underrated running program in the state.
I would agree. Van Cleve keeps it between the tackles, my man. Keeps it between the tackles.
For the last 2 years, they had guys go well over 2,000 yards.
And the workhorse of that team is here with us today, as you said, number 20 on the Platinum squad, 5'10", 185-pound running back, John Peterson.
To me, he's a Christian McCaffrey guy, if I said that right, that plays with the legendary 49ers. That's the type of guy he reminds me of. A lot of people have been asking me, man, what do you think John needs to do? What do you think John needs to do? I would really love to see John go play JUCO ball first and just try to see if he could get himself to the Division I level. He is a guy that deserves a chance.
I'd agree. You don't put up that kind of offensive production in high school without at least having the mentality. You might not have all the physical assets. You might not have the height. You might not have the size. But you've at least got the mindset down if you're able to inflict that kind of punishment on an opposing team.
Yes. And he there's not many teams that can say they've shut him down.
No.
And I think he runs a good 4.5. I mean, I'm telling you.
He can move.
He can move. He's a guy that if you get him to a next level weight program and get his body right, I think he's a guy that has a chance to make it.
I agree.
In the Division I level.
And when it comes to that junior college route here in Mississippi, we're so fortunate to have so many schools like East Central that really do buy in to that kind of mentality, especially when it comes to football.
Yes.
You've got East Mississippi just down the road in Scuba.
Yes.
Northeast up in Boonville has been putting money into their program.
Yes.
East Central, obviously, with the facilities they have here and the resume they have, this is an important building piece for them.
Yes.
We're going to take a short break and come back. And by then, we should be able to bring you kickoff here from East Central Community College for the Magnolia Sports Association All-Star Game. Stay with us.
Whenever you're ready.
Wait, low funds? What am I gonna do? Okay, text mom.
Come on, look at your phone, Mom. Look at your phone. They have their cards already?
Come on.
Community Bank's CB2Go app lets you easily transfer funds from one account to another within minutes, so you can get back to your night out. Community Bank, a bank like no other.
East Central Community College in Decatur has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. I grew up in Winston County, my parents met on this campus, and my wife and I are both graduates. We offer one of the best and most affordable educations in Mississippi, whether you're looking to transfer to a four-year university or go straight into the workforce. But what sets us apart from the others is our people. Taking care of our students is our number one priority, and that will never change.
See for yourself while we're the college with you in mind.
Welcome back to East Central Community College as we are underway with our national anthem as we prepare for kickoff just moments away. No captains today for the Platinum or the Gold squad. We're just going to meet the whole team at center field, chit-chat, tell each other we're about to hit each other square in the mouth.
Yeah, that's definitely what's going to go on.
and get some action here on the gridiron. It feels good to be back on a football field, Rion. We've been without for a few weeks. We're in the middle of basketball season. A lot of people getting prepped for baseball, softball season, but no, we're here watching football.
Oh, yeah, and it feels good. My favorite sport, my favorite time of the year. It's time to see some good action, man. I'm ready to see these two teams go at it.
I am as well. Just kind of familiarize yourself with the rosters today. We'll start with special teams since we're about to kick off. Kicker for the Platinum squad is going to be the 5'10", 140-pound Gavin Chafin out of McGee.
Okay.
And when it comes to the Gold squad, we have 6'1", 175-pound senior Aaron Kirkham from Gentry. That is your punting and kicking units. One man.
One man.
You really got to be able to do it all.
You got to be able to do it all, man. You got to be able to do it all. Not a lot of space to have a lot of extra guys around.
Not a lot. Not a lot. We'll get the coin toss underway. Team captains for the Platinum squad. Number 1, 6'4" athlete Kadarius Wade. That guy can go.
Yes, he can. He can. He has a chance to even play linebacker in college, but I think he wants to play wide receiver. And that young man can flat out fly.
He can go. Number 2, running back, 170-pound Darius Dampier from Mendenhall.
Yes. He gave me a lot of scares last month. A lot of scares.
Dampier named one that is synonymous with excellence in terms of Mississippi athletics. And I believe that we have 21 as our other captain. Or is that 3? 3. Camp Shepherd of Tri-County.
A gym that I'm not familiar with. He looks like he can do his thing.
It does. For the Gold squad, number 0, Desmond Ray out of LaFleur, defensive back.
Speed guy right there.
Absolutely. I think that, and you touched on that speed that this Gold squad is going to have before this game.
Yes.
And I think it's the truth. Number 1, 6'2" DB Janari Powell out of Holmes Central.
Yes, he's a guy that knows how to lock it down.
And number 2, 6'2" athlete, 185-pound E.J. Stovall out of Houston.
Yes, he gave me a lot of scares in the north half.
Houston has got. I really believe Houston has the best running back in the state. Yes. I truly believe it.
Jalen Washington.
Absolutely. And when you look at a guy like Stovall, though, that kind of second punch for that Houston squad was really big for them this year.
Yes, he was. He's a guy that can make any catch.
He can. He was their downfield target.
He was. And they made sure they got it to him a lot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. See Paxton Thompson on the sideline getting ready.
This Heidelberg band is coming on.
They're bumping. They're bumping. Chafin getting ready to kick it away. Back to return, I believe that is number 24, Jaden Thompson. Could be wrong. That's 20. It'll be number 20, Keon Mays out of Independence. And number 14, K.D. Gibson from Tupelo. Speedsters back to bring this one to the house. Chafin elects for the squib. Brings it up to about the 42-yard line. Interesting call there, going for the squib kick on the opening kickoff. Maybe he shanked it.
I think he shanked it.
He may have.
Yeah, I think
I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
there,
I think
Rion.
he shanked it. I think he shanked it. I'm hoping we don't have all-stars out here and we squibbing it.
I would hope not. But I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt. Number 16, quarterback for the Gold squad, Tristan Newsom out of McGee, gets ready in the shotgun to take the snap, takes it, looks to the flat, to the screen.
Like I told you, Tanner, there's going to be a lot of quick plays out here, man. I feel like the Gold Squad feels like they have a little speed. They can get the ball quick and move around with it.
6-foot-tall wide receiver Mike Williams Jr. out of Natchez on that reception.
A lot of speed.
A lot of speed. I feel like I agree with you. I think you're going to see a lot of that tunnel screen kind of action today.
Yes, he's committed to Jackson State.
As Newsom stands in the shotgun again, hands it off up the middle for the first down. Great push that time by that Gold Squad defensive line, or offensive line. Able to move the chains.
That was number 28. Well, we don't have a 28 on the roster.
But he's there.
He's there. We'll find out who that is.
Newsom.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Tanner.
Newsom in the shotgun again. Motion in front of him, running the jet sweep this side. Going to try to turn it upfield. No dice. Going to be a short gain that time.
That was Jarian King from Greenville, St. Joseph.
All the way down here to East Central.
He had a ride from the Delta.
Nonetheless, only able to gain about 2 on that jet sweep. Brought the motion off of the backside.
I'm wondering when are we going to see a deep pass. You think we'll see one?
I don't know. Feel like we're trying to set some tempo right now. As Newsom settles back into the gun. Another inside handoff.
I'll tell you what,
for
man,
another minimal gain.
That Platinum front line is tough, man. Those guys are tough.
That was a great push that the Gold Squad got on the previous second down in order to get across. But these last 2 plays, you're right, that Platinum defensive line has really been causing some problems.
Getting in the backfield quick. They got some good guys coming off the edge.
Gold Squad in the huddle. Breaks, and offensive line at least knows what to do already.
Coach Lacey from Vicksburg has got the Platinum Squad ready to play some defense.
And we're going to have our first flag, delay a game. That'll be on the Gold Squad, obviously. Taking a little too much time, Rion.
I don't think he knew where the play clock was. He was looking around for it. I seen his teammates trying to show him where it was.
Think he knows now?
Yeah, I think he knows now.
Going to bring up about a 3rd and 11 for the Gold Squad on their first drive, a drive that started out really well. Big 3rd down here. Motion in front of Newsom. They'll roll out right. Looks across the sticks, and a chance for an interception is dropped.
Yeah, that was a busted play from the beginning. There was a lot of pressure up front, and I seen what he was trying to do. He was trying to just get it lobbed over there to Keith Jackson, but it didn't work.
Did not work. Platinum Squad comes up with a massive 3rd down stop. Really has a chance to, if he picks that off, I don't think there's really anybody in front of him.
No, I'm thinking we're going to see a touchdown if he picks that one off.
Do believe that was number 17, Kiaris Gilliam out of Vicksburg on the breakup that time. Gold Squad going to keep the offense out there.
Oh, okay.
Not going to let the punter showcase the leg in this one.
It's an all-star game. Just do what you do.
Newsom prepares for the snap. It's a low snap. Looks to his right, looking downfield.
We see a deep pass. Oh, and
it's
he caught it.
Touchdown, Gold Squad.
Pressure bust pipes.
On 4th down, Tristan Newsom hangs in the pocket, looks downfield to his 5'10" outside target, Jarian King
from Greenville, St. Joseph. And that's why I'm glad we get to see the MAIS kids play in this game.
I agree. A lot of speed out there in the Delta, and he just showed it off there.
Yes.
King that time. Phenomenal play down the field. A great fade route.
He ran right by him. A
great fade route.
A beautiful throw as well.
It was. Newsom put it on the money. I believe we're going to line up to go for 2 here.
Oh, okay.
New quarterback in the game is number 9, Octavius Purnell out of Holmes County.
Yes, he's a very great playmaker for them. I think he's the guy that's going to go to college and play safety. But for Holmes County, he made plays all over the field.
You do what you have to do in high school.
That's what you do.
Original 2-point try will be waved off due to a penalty. And we'll move about half a foot forward. Official measurement, of course, half the distance to the goal.
I would have loved to see the kicker get a chance to make an extra point, but hey.
We'll take it. And Purnell that time
great
able to
push.
stay up on the first tackle, not able.
Number 3, Camp Shepard from Tri-County was the first one there.
Able to hold on.
I tell you what, man, he looks good.
He does. He's a big kid. he's a big kid. He is a big kid. That is a unit. Number 3 in platinum.
Yeah, he got a little swag, I see.
Normally we'd throw it to a break, but Gold Squad already out here in kicking formation.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to keep it right here while the platinum coaching staff's going to talk to their offense, try to find a way to respond.
I don't think they realize we need some TV timeouts.
Yeah, I don't think they built TV timeouts into this one. Nonetheless, we're going to soldier on, Rion. We're going to soldier on. Sending it down range for the Gold Squad. As we said, Eric Kirkham out of Gentry. Back to return is Darius Dampier of Mendenhall, I believe.
And these guys are jamming with the symbols right here.
I'm telling you. No squibs on this one. Straight down the field.
Oh, yeah, man.
Going to try to look at back up the middle. A lot of east-west. Breaks across the 20, and he's clobbered.
Woo.
That was Desmond Ray, or excuse me, Antravius Edwards out of Scott Central.
Oh, yeah, he's a very good athlete.
Very good athlete that time, able to bring it just across the 20-yard line on the kick return.
2-time state champion.
2-time. 2 times, Rion said.
Yes.
Some big rings. Big rings.
In 2021, they put up 72 points against LaFleur County in the state championship.
They did. They did. Paxton Thompson in and out, quarterback. Jackson Prep signal caller for the Platinum squad. Going to motion his man out right, hand it off inside. And that's going to be stuffed for no gain.
We get a chance to see John Peterson play in a different type of offense that he's used to playing to. He's used to being in a wing T offense. We get the chance now to see him in a different style of offense, so I'm glad to see that.
I am as well. Still think he's going to be the bell cow for them today. We'll probably get a hefty amount of handoffs. But I don't know, with a guy like Thompson in there, I feel like you're really going to want to air it out as much as you can. Just like here, they're going to look short.
Dampier is very good catching the ball out the backfield.
He is. Undersized, admittedly. However, has got that factor. He's not scared of anybody. And like you said, great hands out of the backfield.
In the state championship, he was making a lot of plays catching the ball out of the backfield.
That one was taken for about 6 yards, so we're going to bring up 3rd and a long 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Wade right here.
Tom's going to motion out right.
Oh.
Handoff to Dampier. And that's going to be taken for the first down.
I think that was a very great play. I think everybody in the stadium was thinking pass, and he handed it off.
And there was a hole. That was a great job up front by this Platinum offensive line. If you remember, we said before the game, they have got the size.
I knew we'd see it, and here we are.
Thompson goes downfield and can't connect with Kadarius Wade. That's a big target on the outside, 6'4".
I think we may have had a little pass interference right there, but hey, it's all right.
It's all right. It's all right. It's All-Star Game.
Yeah, he's a very big target, man. Look at him standing there.
Next level body at that size. Needs to put on a little weight, but
he's going up against some great size in E.J. Stovall.
He is. This is a really great matchup we have on the outside. Handoff up the middle to Dampier again, taken for a short gain.
The defensive end right there, he had a good release, and he did a good job of staying tight to the line. And I think him hustling right there kind of helped him be able to get those shoestrings, and it helped the interior defensive line catch up to the play as well as his linebackers.
Thompson in the shotgun takes another snap. He's going to look left. Dips it to the flat, and that one's going to be tackled for another short gain on 3rd down.
Carson Graham was on that one very quick. He's a very good linebacker as well out of Greenville, St. Joseph.
He is. That's going to bring up about 4th and 7 now for this Platinum squad. And again, no kicker. We're going for it.
Oh. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Thompson motions his man out left, looks short. Instead comes back this side for the tunnel screen. And Wade's going to be brought down short of the 1st down. We have our first turnover, of the game.
Latarius Haynes and Jeremy Rice were on that very quickly.
Yeah, tunnel screen kind of got sniffed out early despite the great look-off by Paxton Thompson.
Latarius Haynes is a guy that had 7 interceptions last year. Man, he's from that big Louisville squad, and he did a great job last season, man. One of the things I love about him is the way he closes on plays. When he sees a play, he reacts very fast and he gets to it. That's one of the best things about him. I also think that he is a guy that should entertain going to JUCO to develop himself, and I feel like he is a Division I player.
Later on in his career, I have to completely agree. Tristan Newsom back in the game at quarterback for this Gold squad, and we're going to get a much heavier look than we did last time. Going to hand it off right for about a 2-yard gain. 1-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Gold squad.
Atterbury was able to get the ball right there, and I was glad to see that. He's a guy that has a lot of talent right there, too, from Meridian. You might not talk about him much because, I mean, you got Daniel Hill over there, but Atterbury, he's a guy that knows how to play.
He's a big kid, too.
Oh, yeah.
200 pounds, a legit 200-pounder out of the backfield with some speed.
Yeah.
And you see some of that shiftiness there, able to find a crease and take it up the middle off the zone.
Great vision.
Great vision that time from Atterbury. Going to bring up 3rd and short for this Gold squad.
What type of play you think we're going to see right here? You think they give it back to Atterbury?
Would not be shocked to see another inside handoff.
Yeah.
To the big fella in the backfield.
I don't know, man.
I would say if this was regular season football, we may see a quarterback keeper, but this is All-Star Game. That time we get a direct snap.
You called it.
I did.
You called it.
Newsom taking it up the middle.
Going to put the ball on the 30-yard line.
1st down conversion for this Gold squad.
I would love to see Mike Williams get loose with some of that speed out there on the outside.
I would have to agree.
Wish I could see them get him on this wide side by himself and see what he could do.
Newsom, I believe, still in the backfield. No, that's –
we got an extra offensive lineman in the game.
We do. And that time, that was the athlete, number 12, C.J. Moore out of Greenville St. Joseph, taking the snap and placing Newsom. He'll trot off. Newsom will rejoin.
There's a lot of guys from the Delta out here from Greenville St. Joseph.
You said there was speed. If there's one place in the state that I would recruit speed out of, it's the Delta.
Yeah, they've been able to run over there in the Delta for a long time. Good speed coming from the Delta.
This Gold squad really kind of adopting a kind of physical tone early in this one. You have the one big play for the touchdown, but other than that, it's kind of been slow and steady, march it down the field. Newsom in the backfield with Atterbury now, and we're going to get a timeout.
This is an all-star game. There's nothing to talk about.
Well, we're going to take some time to talk about it and rejoin here in 1 minute on East Central CC Live. Coming back to you after this break.
What led me into East Central was the great opportunities to build your resume. It's easy to get plugged in here on campus, and there's a huge sense of family here.
That's the best thing to have, is that support and that safety net.
One of my favorite parts of the professors is just the personal connection you build with them.
If you want to be at a campus that gives you hope and motivation and makes you feel at home, then go to East Central.
I'm glad to be a part of East Central.
The college with you in mind.
Whenever you're ready.
Wait, low funds? What am I gonna do? Okay, text mom.
Come on, look at your phone, Mom. Look at your phone. They have their cards already?
Come on.
Community Bank's CB2Go app lets you easily transfer funds from one account to another within minutes, so you can get back to your night out. Community Bank, a bank like no other.
Welcome back to East Central Community College for the Magnolia All-Star Game Senior Bowl. While we were away at the break, just after the timeout, Tristan Newsom, quarterback of this Gold squad, took a hefty scamper up the right sideline, decided that the downfield targets weren't open, and he was going to do it himself. Brought his team down to a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Yeah, that's one thing about Tristan Newsom. He's a guy that can get elusive when he needs to.
Absolutely. Newsom in the shotgun this time again with Atterbury. He's going to hand it off, and Atterbury's going to be clobbered.
Woo. Woo.
Clobbered that time by the 6'4", 210-pound linebacker Jack Parker.
Oh, yeah.
Out of Florence.
Yes.
That guy is a gamer.
Yeah, Jack Parker is another guy. I'm telling you, man, this game is full of talent. Jack Parker is a guy.
He's a gamer.
Yeah, you see how quick he got back there and made that play right there. I think he's another guy that can make it on the Division I level. He's 6'3", 6'4", over 200 pounds. You get him in a good weight room program and things like that, man, he'll be all right. You see how good he looks.
And we're going to have another timeout here on the field, this time called by the Platinum squad. We're going to keep it here for this one. And Parker, along with Camp Shepard, there's some big guys along this Platinum squad. Not just up front, but in the backfield as well at the 2nd and 3rd level.
Yeah, the Platinum squad got some guys, man. They got some real big guys.
A lot of size. And as lots of colleges around the country know, Mississippi can produce that size at that next level, especially in the trenches.
You got Anthony Dunn right here, number 76. He's 6'5", 290.
You look at, a guy like Cole Parker out of MRA.
Yeah.
6'5", 330, big number 78. Sure, we'll see him in some today.
2 receivers on both sides. Let's see what we get here.
We're going to run doubles this time. Atterbury's still in the backfield. Newsom in the shotgun. Excuse me, that's not Newsom. That's Purnell again. Tried the rollout left. Unsuccessful. That one was down at his feet.
I think they should have kept Newsom in the game right there and let him handle that.
Yeah, Purnell not exactly flashing the arm talent that time.
No, he wasn't. He's more of a – like I said, man, he's more of an athlete. He can play anywhere on the field. I would have loved to see Tristan Newsom get a chance to make that throw.
They're going to keep Purnell in. Atterbury still in the backfield with him. Doubles out on both sides. Purnell going to stand tall in the pocket, look long, and that one's going to be overthrown. Target that time was K.D. Gibson of Tupelo, 6'1", 175-pound senior.
I tell you what, man, that Tupelo offense had some firepower this year. They had a lot of different guys to get the ball to.
And Gibson was one of those. Quick, speedy slot guy, great technical route runner. That time just not a great ball.
Yeah. Real high. Didn't have a chance to get to it.
Didn't have a lot of good rotation on it. Purnell in again, still at quarterback now. Newsom's going to come in and relieve him of his duties.
You think we'll get a chance to see Mike Williams right here?
It's incredibly possible. But I believe Aaron Kirkham is in the backfield. He fell. Tristan Newsom fell to the ground and was tackled on a 4th and goal. A nightmare situation for this Gold squad, but they've given this Platinum squad some life. They're going to come back to the offensive side of the ball ready to go.
Curtis Brown from Canton was able to make that play.
Platinum defense, aside from that big play in the first half, really hustling in this one, making up for it.
Glad we got a chance to get a Canton player here. That's a good thing. You don't get a chance to see a lot of their guys in All-Star games.
They'll produce some talent every once in a while. You'll see a guy out of Canton that can flat out game.
Yes.
More of a pro-style look here is Thompson is going to roll out to his right.
He's going to keep it simple.
It's a clean ball that time.
Yeah, he's going to keep it simple.
Love his arm action. He throws a great football.
He had a guy running a flag route that I feel like he really wanted it, but That just shows you the type of maturity that he has to hit the check down. Anytime a quarterback can hit a check down at a young age, that's a good thing to see.
Well, it's not like the check down didn't gain them anything either. This is going to be second down from, I would say, about 4 to go, and they're going to hand it off inside of Dampier for, I believe that's going to be counted as a loss.
Just didn't have anything going right there. The Gold Squad got a very good push right there up front.
That they did. Platinum Squad going to have to find some answers here on 3rd and medium. Thompson in the shotgun.
He's rolling out again.
Rolls to his right again, looks to the exact same route, and that one's dropped.
Oh, if he had caught that, that was going to be a first down.
That was Carter Walker out of St. Joseph Catholic, 6'3", 185-pound wide receiver, dropping that one on the sideline.
I would love to see a little more passing going on down the field.
I would as well. I think teams are still trying to figure each other out a little bit, though. New wide receiver rotation in for the Platinum Squad. They're going to go for it on 4th down from their own 24. Why not? Edge rush that time got there a little bit late, but that one's going to be ruled a catch by number 13, Tony Boyd out of Morton, making the first down grab on a big 4th down conversion for the Platinum Squad.
Coach Rogers not feeling Ricardo Butler letting all those short passes go right there. He gets him out the game real quick. Want to have a conversation.
Dampier takes the handoff up the left side. He's got to makes a man miss. He's at the 50 and gets drugged down at.
I'm telling you, man, Dampier is a guy. He's a guy, man. He gave me nightmares when we played him in the state championship. He's a guy that almost broke that game open for them, and you can see right there he did a big thing. I think if he keeps playing like this and the Platinum Squad finds a way to win, he may be an MVP.
He found some open field, made a man miss, and made the most out of it that time as Dampier was able to take it up to the opposing side of the field. And there's a deep pass that time from Thompson, called in, I believe, that time by number 11, 5'9" wide receiver out of Jackson Prep, his teammate, Will Upton.
Got a little Prep connection going on right there.
There it is. He knows where he's at on that seam route. Thompson now has got this offense clicking, wants him to get to the line in a hurry. He stands in the shotgun.
Now, this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see some action like this.
There's your guy out of Van Cleve, making a couple men miss, keeping his head down, and he bowls a man over, and he's into the end zone.
I'm telling you, man, John Peterson, I'm telling you, he's a guy that you got to pay attention to, man. He's a guy that you got to love. He ran that ball very hard right there. He broke about 2 or 3 tackles to get in the end zone. I love it, man. I love it. That's what I wanted to see out of John Peterson.
John Peterson lowers the shoulder, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling, making men miss all the way to the end zone for the Platinum Squad's first touchdown of the day here in this first quarter. Minute 34 left on the clock.
Yes, and he brought his whole church and congregation with him today.
I'm telling you, I think the whole city of Van Cleve is out here.
Yeah, I know it, man. Every time he makes a play, you can hear him.
You can hear him. And now we are going to see our first special teams play of the evening.
Yes, that's what we want to see, man. It's the All-Star game. You want to see all the All-Stars.
Hey, they're here for a reason. They're here for a reason. We'll get Gavin Chafin of McGee this time for the PAT. Kick is up and sails through the uprights. Chafin able to get that one after what we can only assume was a kind of a mishit on the opening kickoff. We're going to take it to a short break, come back right after this. Your score sits at 7-6. Platinum's lead with 1:34 left in the first.
East Central was a part of the starting steps of the rest of my life. One of my favorite parts of the professors is just the personal connection you build with them.
What I like about having a 4-day schedule is that I am able to access my professors any day of the week.
One thing I considered as the most important part, you feel like family.
Living on campus, it becomes a part of your daily routine, and school becomes part of your life.
You can do anything you want to do. You can achieve as much as you want.
East Central is a college with you in mind.
Welcome back to ECCC Live here, where we have the Magnolia Sports Association Senior Bowl. The score sits at Platinum Squad 7, Gold Squad 6 after John Peterson, running back out of Van Cleve, bowled over what had to be the half of the Gold Squad defense for their first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm going to say it again, man. I was very impressed to see him make that type of run. Like I said, that's what I wanted to see him do. I wanted to see him get out of that wing T offense to a more modern offense, and that's what he did. He did a great job there.
And Chafin kicks it downfield, but Gold Squad's got some room. Eventually drug out of bounds right on the 50-yard line that time, I believe.
Keith Jackson out of Big Louisville.
Yeah, I was going to say, I believe that's your boy Keith Jackson out of Louisville.
Yes.
Made a lot of plays for them this year.
Yes, he did. He was a guy that started off the season as a full-time receiver, and he ended up playing quarterback midway through the season. But, yeah, man, he's a guy. I've seen him make all type of plays in his career. I've seen him throw touchdowns. I've seen him run touchdowns, and I've seen him return kicks for touchdowns. He's a great athlete, man. I love him.
Just a football guy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Keith Jackson, man.
Believe we've got Purnell back in the game now for the Gold Squad. Had a lackluster effort there on the last drive, to be honest, hoping to bounce back this time. And he fumbles the snap, and it's going to lead to a loss of yardage.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it again, man. I think we need to keep Tristan Newsom in at the game. That was a bad snap, so we can't blame that all on Purnell.
No, not at all. I do believe you're about to see Newsom coming back in the game. We've got a flag down on the field. That one could be for 11 men on the field. When the ball was snapped, Platinum Squad, number 42, Curtis Brown out of Canton, was running to the sideline. Believe it was eventually picked up.
He wanted to get some action right there. I can't blame him.
So we'll be 1st and 10 again from the 50. Purnell going to take the snap this time, hand it off up the gut. That time it's number 20, Keon Mays of Independence on the carry.
That was a very hard-nosed run right there.
That was. Both hands never left the ball.
Never left the ball.
Trotting back on the field is your boy, 6'2" DB out of Tri-County, Camp Shepherd.
Yeah, man.
He's not playing defensive back either.
He's playing more like a rover backer.
Yeah, he's playing. You know, he's
that's
playing from his strong. He's in the box. He's bouncing down from that strong safety spot, and he's filling the hole. And Purnell that time is going to be dragged down in the backfield.
Jack Parker right there on the play again. He was right there, man. You see how that was a very fundamental play. The play went away from him. He stayed at home. He broke down good and made a good tackle. He almost missed it, but he made sure he got his hands on him. He made sure he was there for his help to come, and that's how you play the position.
And
hold on. Help is on the way.
Parker has been sensational all day for this squad. A couple of big plays now. Tackles for loss. It's 2 for him total on the day. This Platinum Squad looks to gain a big 3rd down stop. I don't believe we're going to be punting anytime soon, and that's going to bring up the end of our first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, the score sits at 7-6 for Platinum Squad's lead. Some great plays on both sides of the ball. We're going to hope for some more here in the following 3 quarters after a short break here on ECCC Live for the MSA Senior Bowl. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Whenever you're ready.
Wait, low funds? What am I gonna do? Okay, text mom.
Come on, look at your phone, Mom. Look at your phone. They have their cards already?
Come on.
Community Bank's CB2Go app lets you easily transfer funds from one account to another within minutes, so you can get back to your night out. Community Bank, a bank like no other.
East Central Community College in Decatur has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. I grew up in Winston County, my parents met on this campus, and my wife and I are both graduates. We offer one of the best and most affordable educations in Mississippi, whether you're looking to transfer to a 4-year university or go straight into the workforce. But what sets us apart from the others is our people. Taking care of our students is our #1 priority, and that will never change.
See for yourself while we're the college with you in mind.
Welcome back to East Central Community College, where the Heidelberg Band has got this place bumping for the Magnolia Sports Association Senior Bowl. Second quarter about to get underway. We've swapped into the field's Platinum Squad. Still looking for a big 3rd down stop. Tristan Newsom is back in the game now for the Gold Squad. Gold Squad in the black jerseys, Platinum Squad in the white jerseys.
I'm sorry. Tanner, but I'm loving this band over here, man.
I'm telling you, I'm vibing with it.
I think somebody may have jumped off sides there.
I was going to say, I believe somebody was trying to jump the snap.
I think 32. Matthew Adcock was going to be on that play very fast if it was going to be kept live.
Was trying to get the snap count down. That's all it was. That's all it was. We'll get the official call here momentarily. And we're not even going to get a signal. He's just going to go and talk to our head coach. It results in an offside. Obviously, a penalty for the Platinum squad will more than likely result in a fresh set of downs, and I believe it will, for the Platinum squad. What was So, Platinum squad back up. On defense, 1st and 10 for the Gold squad. Jet sweep this time from Newsom, and that one's going to number 18, Xavier Dilworth from Nettleton. And that's a guy that I got to see a couple times this season that really impressed me.
Yes, he's a very fast guy, wouldn't you say?
He is. He's also a phenomenal basketball player.
Oh, wow.
Really kind of the leader of that Nettleton unit.
I wonder how fast he's got to prepare for his next basketball game.
Well, I'm surprised that Nettleton coaching staff, as gung-ho as they are about basketball, let him be out here. Nonetheless.
Yeah, we weren't able to see Caleb Cunningham yesterday because of basketball.
Caleb Cunningham is a stud for that basketball team, though.
Man.
He can go.
Big Yam Cunningham.
Get off the floor.
Yes,
Newsom in the shotgun again. This time he's going to look downfield yet again to KD Gibson. That one's caught.
You got to give him the touchdown.
You have to, and he's going to. KD Gibson in the end zone.
Yeah, that was a nice play right there. That was a beautiful catch. The cornerback, he's down there looking crazy. Son, you just got burnt. It's all right.
It's all right. It happens. It happens.
It happens.
KD Gibson, one of the fastest and better players in the state.
Yes, he is.
That time got around his man for the deep ball.
I'm loving these all-star celebrations.
I am too.
They're clearing the bench for the celebrations.
Oh. Bend in the PAT. That's going to give the Gold squad a hefty lead. Believe they're actually going to trot it out and go for two. I do not see a kicking tee out there. And believe we're going to get a timeout. That's going to be a timeout for the Gold team. Maybe we're trying to. A little gimmick didn't quite work. Nonetheless, we're going to keep it here. And Rion, what do you think the game plan was there? You trot out in a formation. You're obviously going for two. You don't get any kind of movement on the other side of the ball, and you have to call another timeout.
I would really love for the Gold squad to let the kickers get a kick in.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Coach Rogers my guy now, so I hope he don't watch this back and think I'm hating on him. I'm just saying. Let the guys kick the ball, man.
They're out here for a reason.
They earned their spot.
Both teams going to trot back out and try to find a way to make this work. Still don't see a kicking tee, so I'd assume we're going for two. And that's actually number 15, kicker, Aaron Kirkham from Gentry in the backfield, and he's going to be wrapped up. Conversion is no good for the Gold squad. Platinum defense coming up staunch yet again. Anytime that they've had to rely on that front seven, they've been there.
Yeah. Especially when the back's been against the wall.
Absolutely. Score now sits at 12-7. Gold Squad's lead. 11 minutes and 1 second left here in the second quarter. Your man Carey out there on the field, he is vibing with his Heidelberg band.
Yes. Heidelberg band is pumping it up. This is actually one of my favorite band songs right here.
I can get with it. I can get with it.
I love to see a band director like this guy right here working with the drummers. See how he's bobbing his
he's
head?
got the gum in the mouth. He's just going with it.
Yeah, he got 2 ear rings in his ear. You know what I'm saying? He got the dreads done. Yeah, I like this guy right here, man.
Now that one was a squib, and that one's going to be sent to
John Peterson.
Peterson there, your boy, number 20.
Yeah, I would have loved to see Peterson pick that thing up and try to do something with it.
Van Cleve plays a lot like Kossuth. As a former Aggie myself, I can tell you, if you're on that front line, or if you're not on that back line, you just fall on it.
Yeah, you just
That's
fall
it.
on it.
Otherwise, this is going to be a rough halftime.
Yeah.
Coach is going to, it's going to be a bad time. So Peterson that time just falling on it. His offense is going to take over.
I see we got J.D. Methvin in the game from Starkville.
We do.
He's playing interior tackle. I haven't seen that a lot out of him.
Thompson takes a snap. He's going to have to evade some pressure. He's going to slip on the turf, fall down. That'll be a sack. That'll be number 69, Deshaun Palmer out of Cleveland Central. 6'2", 290-pound defensive lineman. That's a hoss up front.
Yeah, he's not a small guy at all.
That's a big fella.
And like I said, I'm not used to seeing Methvin on the inside. I would love to see him on the outside more. I think that was a false start, but hey.
And much more of an edge rusher is Methvin.
And Trevius Edwards.
Yeah, much more of an edge rusher is Methvin.
He's definitely an edge rusher. Getting a little gritty in the All-Star game.
I don't know how you can be gritty when you just got blocked about 10 yards in front of the play, but, we'll let it ride.
Yeah, man.
That was Tayshawn Shepard, number 50, with the block that time.
Carson Graham's hurrying up and getting off the field.
Thompson in the backfield. Going to look over the middle. Now it's going to be picked off directly to number 19, Ricardo Butler Jr., and he's going to take it down to about, looks like, the 23-yard line for this Gold Squad, and they're going to have another chance to increase this lead.
Time to take some pictures in the end zone when you catch that interception.
Yeah, that one, I really thought that one was going to be a house call. 5'10" DB, Ricardo Butler Jr. out of Northside. And Thompson made that one a little easy on him.
Yeah, Thompson forced that one right there. He was trying to get it to Kadarius Wade. I understand, but he forced that one.
Absolutely.
That's one he probably wishes he could get back.
I'd have to agree, and you can see Thompson kind of shaking his head, wanting that one back. He'll get another chance, though. Gold Squad going to trot this offense back out onto the field. Tristan Newsom has led this team to a pair of touchdown drives. Newsom, new man in the backfield there with him is number 17, Key Jackson. You know, Rion, you said he's played some running back, he's played some receiver, he's returned kicks, he's played quarterback.
I mean, he does a lot, man. He does a lot, and I'm pretty sure he got a lot of family members over there. Shout out to the west side of Louisville and Antioch. I'm pretty sure they're happy to see him doing his thing out there today.
Going to get a penalty on the Gold Squad, resulting in a 5-yard loss. Bring up 1st and 15. Newsom standing in the pocket, looking downfield, tries to loft one. That one almost picked off.
He was trying to get it to Jackson.
Yeah, was trying to find Jackson there on the outside. Camp Shepard really read it the whole way. Was probably about 2 inches away from an interception. Still laid out for it, though.
That Camp Shepard kid, man, I'm telling you, he just showed some range right there. He's a guy that's he's lined up in the box one time. He's back there playing safety. He almost picked that off.
He can move.
He can move.
And we've already seen he can hit, too.
Yeah.
He's filled some holes today.
I'm telling you, man, I don't know if he's committed to a school right now, but he's a guy that coaches may want to pay attention to.
You can see him there from the high safety spot, manned up on the outside or the corners. Newsom going to bobble the snap. And that one's still punched out. It's still on the ground, and Newsom's just going to fall on it.
We haven't had a chance to see Mike Williams yet. I hope we get a chance to see him catch a pass. He's a speedster. He's a guy that can fly. And like I said, he's committed to Jackson State. He's going to do great things for Jackson State, especially once his body starts to develop a little more.
I agree.
He knows how to run good routes. He has speed. He just needs to develop his body a little more.
And Newsom that time, snap really just came in a little too hot.
He couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle it. Had a little too much mustard on it, Rita.
Yeah.
Handles that one, stands in the pocket, immediately looks down the field, and that one was overthrown and should have been picked off by number 14.
That was some miscommunication right there. Like I said, I have been screaming it all day that we wanted to get a chance to see Williams. They was trying to get it to Williams right there, but it was just a little miscommunication going on.
Williams broke inside and looked like Newsom thought he was going down the field. Amari Butler out of Petal that time, almost able to come up with the interception.
Look like they may be going with two safeties right here.
I think you're running cover 4 at this point. Yeah, you're running 2 high safeties. Your corners are on the outside quarters of the field.
If they catch the ball right here, then hey.
It's bend but no break. It's bend but don't break here. It's 4th down and about 20.
Okay, so this cornerback right here is going to act like it's.
Yeah, and then you have a spy up top, and Newsom able to get out and find a man short. We're going to see if they'll say that results in a first down or not.
Nah,
I don't believe it did. He came up short, so that is going to be Platinum Squad's ball.
Even if he didn't, as a penalty, he threw the ball beyond the line of scrimmage.
That'll do it. Newsom taking a few too many steps across the line of scrimmage.
That was a good play, though.
It was. It was. That result in loss of down instead of the catch for the Gold Squad. And the Platinum Squad going to take over at the 34. Excuse me. Looks like they're going to place the ball right on the 35. Thompson.
Humphreys out of Holmes County came in, made a very quick play right there. Jalandon Humphrey out of Holmes County, 6'3", 230 kid.
A lot of offensive linemen turned around looking at their quarterback after that one.
I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Well, I don't see his number on here, but that wasn't Humphrey. I'm sorry.
Thompson in the backfield, motion around left, hands off to Peterson up the middle, and Peterson's going to be stood up that time.
Carson Graham out of Greenville, St. Joseph, doing what he does. He knows how to read. He stuffs that play right there. That was a very good play by him.
Greenville St. Joseph making a show today.
They're all over the field.
All over.
3rd and long right here.
Quick 3rd down this time for this Platinum Squad. Thompson stands in the shotgun again. Dampier in the backfield with him this time. Thompson going to have to maneuver the pocket, wiggles around, rolls out to his right, looking to take off. He's going to get up the field, and he's going to be brought down 3 yards short of the first down.
I'm going for it right here if I'm there. If my quarterback's that hot, I'm going for it right here. And I'm telling him, hey, if you can pass it, pass it. But if you can run it, run it.
With the lack of special teams plays we've seen today, I do think you're going to see the offense down the field, and that's exactly right. Thompson trying to get his guys up there quick, going to take the snap, hand off to Dampier, and he's going to take it up the middle and be brought down at the 40-yard line is Dampier.
Dampier has racked up some yards today.
Dampier's broke off a couple really big runs. He's been nothing short of impressive out of this Platinum backfield, and look at Thompson. He's getting his guys set in a hurry. Takes a snap, another handoff to Dampier, and Dampier makes another man miss and goes tumbling over number 21, Zach Brett Jr. out of Tupelo for another first down.
Dampier has got to have over 50 yards.
So he's approaching, he's getting closer to the 100-yard mark than he is the 50-yard mark. He's well over 50. Another handoff to Dampier. The outside zone breaks it around
the
edge. Gets it across the 20.
Man, shout out to Mendenhall. I'm pretty sure they're loving seeing that right now. If any Mendenhall fans are watching the game, shout out to y'all. I hate we had to beat y'all in the state championship, but he's doing a great job.
Dampier going to come out of the game this time. Peterson back in the game. Rion had to get that one in.
I did.
Thompson going to look right. Goes back left and almost hauled in, but we are going to get a flag on the play.
Looked like he wanted to get that left-hand grip on it.
He did. Tried to bring it in with one hand. That time was number 8, Lee Wade III out of Kosciuszko. People get Kosciuszko and Kossuth confused all the time.
I don't know how.
I don't either. Maybe it's the Maroons. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe. Nonetheless, going to draw the pass interference that time. And that'll bring up 1st and goal for this Platinum squad. Thompson in the backfield. Peterson back there with him. Thompson going to look left, stay left. Trying to give his man a chance that time. And
I would have called another flag.
I was going to say, I think that Wade was looking for one, never got it.
Nah, that's what I was just going to say. You put Wade in for that play right there. I guarantee you he might not be able to get his hands on Wade like that.
I think they're taking your advice. Kadarius Wade has checked into the game. Another football being thrown out there for the Platinum squad. Guess Thompson just didn't like that one.
I don't think they're going to go to Wade right here, though.
Split back set. Dampier's going to motion out to the right. We're going to have a penalty on the far side of the field. Going to be a false start on the wideout on that side. That one's going to be called on Will Upton, made the big catch earlier. So what started as 1st and goal from the 9 has now turned into 2nd and goal from the 19 after 3 plays.
That may have helped him out.
Might have.
Gave him some room to move around.
Kadarius Wade now has a lot of room.
He is on the short side of the field. I think the play is going to be on the wide side of the field. Yep, there he is right there.
And that's in a perfect window, but it's picked off.
You got to get that ball out earlier.
That ball's got to come out earlier. That time it's number 21, Zach Pratt Jr. out of Tupelo with the pick.
Tupelo, Mississippi getting some love. They're going to go to the end zone and have a party real quick.
And it's the whole team. At least it's the whole defensive backs.
You got to get that ball out earlier.
That ball's got to come out earlier. There was quite the window that time for Thompson to fit it in. Just got it out too late.
It was a perfect play call. You had Janari Powell sitting a little deeper, and then you had the inside corner. He was sitting closer. It was bound to be a hole somewhere right there, and he didn't get the ball out fast enough.
A well-run route.
Tanner, I would have made that throw in my sleep.
I'm not gonna. It's been a while since I've been out there, Rion. Maybe back in my prime, I could have slung that one, but yeah, that one's got to be made a little bit earlier, and it's got to be on a rope too.
Yes.
You're trying to fit that in between.
You're
trying to fit that in between the zones, and now Newsom, he's going to bobble the throw, and looks like he fumbled, but it's picked up by the Platinum squad.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Like the ball just slipped out of his hand when he went back to throw.
Yeah.
And the celebration. That's great.
I love it. Number 90, Tayshawn Johnson from Terry, getting that ball right there.
Platinum squad going to take over in better position than they were the last time. Still trying to break into the end zone. A score here puts them in the lead. A touchdown, that is. I've completely put field goals out of my mind in this one, Rion.
Yeah.
Split back set now. Thompson on the sideline for it. I believe that's Dampier. Going to line up under center. Dampier going to take it himself, makes a man miss, gets grabbed by the ankles in the hole.
Carson Graham in the hole making another play.
Those guys out of the Delta came to play today, Rion.
Yeah. You know, they always have a chip on their shoulder over there in the Delta. They get overlooked a lot. So anytime they get a chance to shine on a major stage, they're going to do that.
Methvin now again at that interior lineman spot, unable to make the stop, and that time it's John Peterson again.
John Peterson out of Van Cleve, and as you can see, the whole city of Van Cleve is ready to celebrate.
John Peterson taking it into the end zone for his second score of the day. He's got both touchdowns for this Platinum squad. That time something Peterson's a little more used to.
Yeah.
Something, the wing T look there.
Yeah, around the edge. I'm pretty sure he was ready to get that one.
Absolutely.
And the Heidelberg band is going to celebrate for him.
Peterson that time, again, just physical running around the goal line.
Yes.
Pending the PAT from the Platinum squad, we've got to find another lineman to block. Now, with all the special teams unit out there, we're ready to go. Chafin. Kick is up. And it's good from Chafin. Platinum squad going to take a 14-12 lead.
And, the game should be 14-14. They're not rushing the kicker. They're not trying to block the kick. Now, I wish the goal squad would just kick it.
Take your points. Take your points. I'm with you, Rion. I don't understand why you don't. But nonetheless, Platinum squad takes the lead with 5:25 left here in the second quarter. Getting ready to hand the ball over back to this Gold Squad offense who at times has looked explosive, but at times has just looked sloppy, Rion.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, but this band caught my attention just then.
They're killing me, man.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
I'm loving it, man.
It's nothing but vibes up here for the Heidelberg band.
Oh, yeah, man. Heidelberg is bringing it today.
Platinum squad getting ready to send it back down range to this gold team.
It's one of my favorite band songs. I used to love this song whenever we was winning.
Usually, Rion, we would take a break after a score, but these two teams are so ready to get back at it. We can't afford to give ourselves a break. We can't afford to give our wonderful camera crew here at ECCC Live. I got it right that time. At ECCC Live a break.
Yes.
That one gets sent down range. Sky kick. Gold squad trying to bring it out, nonetheless unable to do so. Going to be brought down at about the 29-yard line that time by, I believe, number 24, Austin Donald.
Key Jackson had some room to the outside. He just couldn't get out there.
Donald out of Philadelphia High School, Cyclones.
It's a lot of talent over there in Neshoba County.
Absolutely. A lot going on right now at the next level with a former Philadelphia player, Tulu Griffin.
Yes.
It's been caused a few interesting days for Mississippi State fans.
Yes, he did. He did. I can't wait to see him again. I want to talk to him and just see where his head at. I can't believe he's leaving us.
Well, he took down his post announcing he's transferring.
Well, maybe they're going to get him to stick around. He's a guy that makes a lot of plays. He's a guy that represents well for Philadelphia. I would love to see him stay at Mississippi State.
I would as well. We're going to keep it here for this short timeout. As you can already see, Platinum squad ready to take the field again. We tried to go to a break at a timeout earlier in this game, and we missed a 30-yard quarterback run by Newsom.
Yeah, we did.
So, apologies in advance to our great camera crew and everyone else having to work a little bit of overtime today. Ball looked deep down the field by Newsom. It's going to be hauled in that time by Jerry and King, another player out of Greenville St. Joseph that has had himself a day.
I tell you what, man, by the end of this game, it's going to be kind of hard to pick out some MVPs because Tristan Newsom is making some great throws, and John Peterson is running the ball very well.
He is. Right now, I think it's tit for tat at the moment. Like you said, Newsom has made some great throws. However, he's also been a little loose with the ball.
Yes,
he's had a couple fumbles. Nonetheless, still piloting this Gold Squad down the field. Newsom in the shotgun now. Handoff up the middle that time. That's Keon Mays.
I'm sorry.
Out of Independence. Taking it up the gut. We're going to get another flag on that play. Unsportsmanlike conduct that time. We'll see who that one results on.
There's no reason for unsportsmanlike conduct in an All-Star game.
In an All-Star game, no, not at all. That one's going to be called on the Gold Squad. Going to march them backwards.
We're all here to have fun.
Looks like we're going to get the full 10 out of it. Going to bring up 1st and 20. Not exactly what you want to start off the drive with.
Do we have Mr. Curious dribbling next door? I think we do.
How did we get so fortunate?
He's done a great thing with this game, man. He puts this game together, man. I'm just glad that he lets me be a part of it, man. He had a great vision. This 10 years from now, this is going to be something that's going to be very iconic, whatever the words you want to use for something that's going to be very big. And to see him right now doing it by himself, you see he has to do a lot. He moves around a lot. I mean, he's basically has to do everything by himself. I take my hats off to him. That's my homeboy.
Newsom that last time looked down to the flat. Ball hit the deck before his man on the outside could bring it in. Going to result in 3rd and about 20 for this Gold unit. Newsom still in the backfield. Motion in front of him. Newsom going to roll out to his right. He's looking downfield. He's going to try to find somebody. That one's going to be thrown away. Just a throwaway that time by Tristan Newsom. Going to bring up 4th down. Platinum Squad licking their chops, trying to stretch this lead out.
You can tell this is an All-Star game. We got the photographers. They're all on the field and everything.
Oh, yeah. It's a prime opportunity. I was down there pregame getting some shots. I'm right there with them. I think we're going to see our first punt of the game. That's exciting. And I don't think that the Platinum Squad knew what was going on because they're scrambling trying to find a returner.
Amari Butler from Pedals back deep.
That he is. What's that conversation like if you're not expecting? Hey, do you return kicks? No. Do you return your? Punt gonna be set down range.
Whoa, he's gonna
try it. Oh, and he drops it. But I think they're gonna call it. He must have called it for a fair catch.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention. You don't want to get anybody hurt.
Have to.
You gotta pay attention right there.
So call for a fair catch. Gold Squad hits the receiver. I can only assume that's what the penalty is.
I personally didn't see a fair catch, but if it was, you got to be more attentive, especially in an All-Star game like this. You don't want to get anybody hurt.
Unsure what the penalty could be if not, unless he hit him before he caught it.
The flag is waved. Yeah, he didn't call a fair catch. I didn't think he did.
So that was going to be waved off.
And I don't think that was a intentional hit. I think he was going.
I don't either. And if that's the case, should be Gold Squad's ball.
They're giving it to the Platinum Squad?
It would appear so.
No, they're giving it to the
They are giving it to the Gold Squad. Tristan Newsom and his offense trotting back out onto the field. Ball's going to be placed on the 20-yard line. Seems some coaches are pleading their case here on the near sideline. Officials are talking it over now. We'll see what our officials rule here. But I'm with you, Rion. I didn't see a fair catch signal.
I didn't see one at all.
That's, again, one of those conversations I feel like you need to have in the week leading up to the game. Hey, who can return kicks?
Yes. Well, they did give it to the Platinum Squad.
All right, then. So the Platinum Squad's going to take over. Thompson's going to be in the backfield now with Peterson. Takes the snap. Is going to look to his left. Go long. A go-get-it ball that time. Not going to find home. Was looking for Wade again. It's been one of his favorite targets on the outside so far in this game has Lee Wade.
I didn't realize a while ago when I said they need to put Wade back in the game that they already had Wade in the game. It just wasn't the Wade I was talking about.
They're listening to you. They're listening to you. Thompson in the backfield again with Peterson. Hand off up the middle to Peterson, and no gain, if any.
Number 60, Jax Oglesby from St. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. St. Aloysius, whatever it is. They'll figure it out. He made a good play, y'all. Shout out to Jax Oglesby. We just know he's a Saint, that's all.
Thompson having to fight for his life in the backfield. Flag's going to be thrown. Wade brings it in on the sideline. Trucks a defender.
Yeah, he drops his shoulder right there and runs over a guy.
Flag in the backfield, though. That one may be coming back.
Probably going to be a holding.
Thompson not exactly happy about that one. He had to work for it. The Wades swapping out again. This time it's Kadarius in for Lee.
Would love to see him get a speed route down the corner.
Well, if there's any time to throw it, it's this one. Thompson in the backfield. Checks play call. Motions Peterson out to his right.
He's open too. He should have went to Peterson.
Goes over to Wade, and he's brought down short of the marker.
Latarius Haynes on the tackle from Louisville. I think he should have went the other way to John Peterson.
Peterson was open in the flat. However, at that point, not sure that you're not just trying to.
And they are going for it.
They are. Backed up inside their own 20. Platinum Squad saying to heck with punting. We're going to see if we can send this one down range.
Let's just play Madden real quick.
Yeah. And they're going to do that. And that's going to be broken up that time.
Janari Powell.
Powell on the pass breakup. Going to result in a turnover on downs.
He is a very good corner.
He is.
Out of Holmes County. I don't like the call, though, to go for it right there. I know it's an all-star game. But you punt the ball right there. You don't put your team.
Hey, punters are all-stars too, is what we're trying to say.
You got the lead. Your opponent has already failed twice on 2-point conversions. Let's get that football off the field.
Yeah, punters are all-stars too, is what we're trying to say. Newsome back in the game. This time. This time with Atterbury. He's going to look left, throw the slant, and it's picked off. Interception. Platinum Squad.
That number 3?
I think that's going to be number 7, Shuntarian Sherrod out of Noxubee with the pick.
No. That's
Or, excuse me, no.
Tylen
Collins
Jefferson County.
Tylen Collins out of Jefferson County that time.
Oh, Honey Badger.
With the interception. The diving interception. Just not a great slant route thrown that time by Newsom. And all of a sudden, Platinum Squad still has a little life left in them. It's time for the 2-minute drill, though, Rion. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock here in this second quarter.
Let's see what Paxton Thompson is made of right here.
He piloted a drive earlier that had to move pretty quick. That time he hands it off the middle. Hands it off up the middle.
Who's he got a new running back in the backfield?
That's number 6.
Caden Miller, the speedster out of Greene County.
Hand off to Miller again up the middle, able to gain a couple yards.
He was one of those guys in the fastest man competition yesterday. He can fly.
He can go. Dampier now back in the game in the backfield.
I think we may see that same play on 3rd and 5 where they hand it to Dampier.
I'm not sure. 3rd and 5 this time.
He picked up one for them earlier.
Thompson in the shotgun, takes a snap, going to look to his left. Have to make a man miss, get shifty in the pocket, throws over across the middle, and it's hauled in for the first down.
Late hit.
That time it's, I believe, number 88, Carter Walker out of St. Joseph Catholic.
It's an all-star game, man. I think the goal squad need to pull up a little bit, man. Kind of tough out there, huh?
I'm telling you. Taking no prisoners. Taking no prisoners. And it's going to result in some free yardage and a stoppage of the clock for the Platinum Squad. Clock stops with 1:43 left. Platinum Squad gets a lot of free real estate. They're going to take over on first down from their own 39. Trying to break into enemy territory. Clock starts running again. 1:35 left. No Thompson in the game this time. We get an almost T set.
A wildcat look.
Dampier going to keep it. Make a man miss. Gains about 3.
Yeah, he was stuffed in right there. He just found a way to make something happen. Sending Thompson back in the game. I think he needed a breather.
It's very possible.
Him and his teammate Will Upton are both headed back in.
Thompson in the backfield. Going to motion Dampier out to his left. Going to look to his left. Throws back right on the screen.
Nothing going
No
right
gain.
there.
Probably a loss, actually. Clock still running. 45 seconds left. Clock stops after the out of bounds call at 41 seconds. 3rd and a long 9 for the Platinum Squad. Thompson in the backfield. Takes a snap. Looks downfield, checks it back to his right. Believe that was Dampier that time, able to make a man miss and get a short gain out of it. That's going to bring up 4th and medium. About 4th and 6 now. Peterson jogs back onto the field as Walker trots off it. Thompson takes his look from the shotgun. Split back set. Going to motion Peterson back out to the left. Think he tried a no look there. Nonetheless, Peterson picks it up. Ball was not blown dead until he was tackled. Paxton Thompson unable to find anybody across the sticks. That's going to result in a clock stoppage and a turnover on downs. 15 seconds left.
He had his teammate open there. He just couldn't find him.
15 seconds left here in this first half. And the Gold Squad with a chance now to take the lead before half. Newsom in the shotgun. Atterbury to his side. He takes the snap. Gonna have to get shifty. Tries, makes a man miss. He's looking upfield. Tries to spin around another defender and goes down.
Yeah, no awareness on that play. He should have ran out of bounds. Well, they called the timeout. Are they calling the timeout?
Timeout taken essentially just to stop the clock.
Quarterback should have ran out of bounds right there.
Have to have the spatial awareness on that one. 6 seconds left on the game clock until the halftime break. Score sits at Platinum Squad 14, Gold Squad 12. Have to expect a heave between now and these next 6 seconds of clock.
Yeah, but, you know, it really doesn't have to be a heave. I mean, it could be a design play, you know.
That's where the Gold Squad has really had their success today, though, is looking way down the field, those vertical routes.
Yes, that first touchdown was a very beautiful throw from Tristan Newsom to Jerry King.
On the second one, a beautiful catch by K.D. Gibson.
I think we're going to try to find Mike Williams right here. He's out here pretty wide by himself.
Out here on an island is Mike Williams.
Camp Shepard stepped out there a little bit. I think he knew what was going on.
Newsom looks short back to the left side, and although he bowled somebody over, Jeremiah King out of Greenville St. Joseph is unable to find the end zone, and that's going to take us to our halftime break as both teams make their way to the locker rooms. Your score at half, Platinum Squad 14, Gold Squad 12 here in the Magnolia Sports Association Senior Bowl. We'll have more action for you coming up in the second half here on ECCC. Stay with us right after these messages. Coming back to you.
Whenever you're ready.
Wait, low funds? What am I gonna do? Okay, text mom.
Come on, look at your phone, Mom. Look at your phone. They have their cards already?
Come on.
Community Bank's CB2Go app lets you easily transfer funds from one account to another within minutes, so you can get back to your night out. Community Bank, a bank like no other.
East Central Community College in Decatur has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. I grew up in Winston County, my parents met on this campus, and my wife and I are both graduates. We offer one of the best and most affordable educations in Mississippi, whether you're looking to transfer to a four-year university or go straight into the workforce. But what sets us apart from the others is our people. Taking care of our students is our #1 priority, and that will never change.
See for yourself while we're the college with you in mind.
Welcome back to East Central Community College for the MSA Senior Bowl here from beautiful Decatur, Mississippi at this fine NJCAA complex for the East Central Warriors. Platinum squad went into the half up 2. Really should be a tie ball game, Rion.
It really should. But I've talked about that a lot, and we're not going to keep talking about it. It's been a great game, man. Tristan Newsom for the Gold Squad has thrown 2 touchdowns. John Peterson for the Platinum Squad, he's been running the ball very well. Darius Dampier from Mendenhall has also been running the ball very well.
I've had to watch myself from calling him Eric, too. Don't worry.
Yeah,
him and Eric look a little bit different, though. I won't lie.
I guess we're too big of Mississippi State fans, huh?
That must be it. No, him and Eric look a little bit different. Nonetheless, he's been able to showcase something I don't think Eric could if he were out here. He has been shifty in between the tackles.
Yes, he has. And we have some good defensive play, too. Camp Shepard for the Platinum Squad, as well as Jackson Parker for the Platinum Squad, has been playing good defense. And for the Gold Squad, Carson Graham has been all over the place, as well as the big boy, Deshaun Palmer.
He and Janari Powell has had a couple of great pass breakups on the outside at his cornerback slot. I really think, though, here in this second half, we're going to see a lot of this, similar stuff that we saw in the first half, in the sense that, you're going to see Paxton Thompson kind of sitting back in the pocket, throwing some short routes. Haven't been a lot of shots downfield for the Platinum squad. They're going to try to keep it in between the tackles.
Yeah. They're a little more conservative, I think.
I'd have to agree, but it's worked for them so far. Dampier approaching the 100-yard mark on the game, I would have to assume. And then along with that, like you said, their third down, their goal line guy, John Peterson, 2 scores.
Yes. So I'm ready to see the rest of this game. I think it's going to continue to be a very, very great game. I think we may see Peterson get 1 more touchdown. I don't know. I would love to see it. They may be getting ready to pull his number for today, but he's done a great job today.
It's an All-Star game. Let them go.
Yeah, let them roll. Let them rock and roll.
Let them run it up. Both teams getting warmed up here. 2 minutes left on the clock until we resume action. So we're going to take it to a short break. We'll be back here right after a few messages here on ECCC Live.
Whenever you're ready.
Wait, low funds? What am I gonna do? Okay, text mom.
Come on, look at your phone, Mom. Look at your phone. They have their cards already?
Come on.
Community Bank's CB2Go app lets you easily transfer funds from one account to another within minutes, so you can get back to your night out. Community Bank, a bank like no other.
East Central Community College in Decatur has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. I grew up in Winston County, my parents met on this campus, and my wife and I are both graduates. We offer one of the best and most affordable educations in Mississippi, whether you're looking to transfer to a 4-year university or go straight into the workforce. But what sets us apart from the others is our people. Taking care of our students is our #1 priority, and that will never change.
See for yourself while we're the college with you in mind.
We're back here at East Central Community College. About to get back underway. Gold Squad kicking to the Platinum Squad to start this one off. And Rion and I were talking about the possibility of seeing another quarterback for this Platinum squad. I don't think they have another one on the roster.
I don't think so. I think that's why we've seen Darius Dampier come in and get in the Wildcat mode a little bit.
We do see a couple more wrinkles. Have to feel like it's something along those lines. Wildcat look. Throwing a little more confusion into that backfield. It was just announced that the Bills currently lead Miami 17-6 at the half. That Buffalo team feels like that's a team of destiny, Rion.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a 49er fan, so I don't get caught up in the other teams too much right now. I got to stay focused.
Got to stay focused, huh? That kick sails out of bounds for the Gold squad. Not really much sailing to it. Kind of toe-mashed it, but nonetheless, Platinum squad will take over with excellent field position. Paxton Thompson has done a solid job leading his squad today. Protection has broke down on him once or twice, but he's made the most out of it. And it will be Thompson trotting back out there with his teammates. Peterson, running back out of Van Cleve, has had himself a day in the backfield there with Thompson.
Yes, he has. They got him back there again.
And Thompson's going to take the snap, roll out to his left, try to make a man miss, and he can't do it. That time it's
taken by Jalen Price out of Thomas Edwards High School. Jalen Price is a guy that had 18 sacks last season. He's very tall. He's very long, as you can see. He's a guy that's going to be either an outside linebacker or an edge player when he makes it to the next level. He's a great player. I love him. I think he's going to be an outside linebacker because he's a guy that also has done well on the 7-on-7 circuit.
He's really rangy, long arms, long legs. Handoff up the inside, that time to Peterson, taken for a short gain on 2nd and long.
Jax Oglesby is on the tackle again.
Going to be about a 3rd and 14.
Let's see what we get on this 3rd and 14.
Patterson going to motion Peterson out left. Has to make another man miss. Dips it short to Peterson. Peterson gets the legs turned and makes a man miss and gets this to what could be a 4th and manageable, Rion.
Peterson has been making a lot of plays today. I've said that 1,000 times already probably. But as you can see right there, he extends that play for him. We haven't seen many punts, so I'm pretty sure that's what they want to see, to go for it on 4th down.
Takes the snap on 4th down, hands it out the middle to Peterson, and he can't. Oh, never mind. He makes 2 men miss. Tackler's just slipping off of the running back out of Van Cleve.
He lost the ball at the end, but nonetheless, that was a tough, hard run to give them the 1st down.
Like Platinum squad did recover the fumble. Peterson going to go take a much-earned break on the sideline.
Yes, he definitely earned that.
Thought he was swallowed up in the backfield. Wrangles himself free. And Peterson putting together quite the highlight reel here in this Senior Bowl. We're going to get a timeout now from the Platinum squad, and coach is going to call Peterson back over. Say, great, you got you a splash. Now we got to get you back in.
Yeah, got you a break. You got to get right back in the game, young man.
Platinum squad looking to take over from their own, we'll call it 47 for the sake of the argument. How about that? Gold squad really looking for a stop here. Because I feel like, Rion, if this Platinum squad goes up multiple scores, it could snowball.
I don't know. It's an all-star game. Last year we seen a close game. Last year the score was 21-17. I don't know. I think it's going to still remain a close game.
We got a funky formation this time. Tripp stacked out left for Patterson. Fakes the motion. He's looking downfield, and he's got a man wide open.
Edwards.
Touchdown, Platinum Squad.
Yes, that was a beautiful play right there. That's a beautiful play.
That's a beautiful play design. They stacked the trips on the left side. Some funky play action there with Paxton Thompson.
And he finds Antravius Edwards wide open in the middle of the field.
And Edwards, as Rion said, able to wiggle free, get between the safeties deep in the middle of the field. Excellent play call that time by this Platinum Squad. And way to sell it that time for the players as well. PAT is pending now. Nice. Platinum Squad being met with a standing ovation here on their own sideline. PAT is good. It's going to result in a multi-score lead now for this Platinum Squad. 9:37 to go here in the third. Score sits at 21-12. And there were some scary moments for that Platinum Squad on that last drive, but they were able to pull it together, pull out some trickeration of sorts at the end. And special teams units will take the field again now. Maybe this is the special teams gods punishing the gold unit. That might be what it is. Might be what it is.
They're going to have to find a way to get the game back close with this.
Could use a very, very big play here down the stretch early in this second half. They've got 3 men back to return. The deepest is going to take it, and that's your man for Big Louisville. He's going to try to shift the field and be met just across the 20-yard line. Brought down at about the 21.
Looked like he was trying to get to the outside.
He's trying to reverse the field, get to the outside, was Key Jackson unable to do so, and that's going to bring up first down and 10 from, I believe they're going to call it the 22 for this Gold Squad. Tristan Newsom back in the game at signal caller. Gold Squad really the only one that has messed with quarterback play so far. Trips formation out to the right. Newsom tries to find one of his favorite targets today, Jarian King, out of Greenville St. Joseph, and King is met for about no gain. 2nd and 10. And Rihan here, this Gold Squad really needs to put together a drive.
Yeah, they really do, man. I mean, they're down 9 points. They should only be down 7. And they've been moving the ball well. It's not like they're not here today. It's just the Platinum Squad has been finding their groove.
They have Purnell back in at quarterback, and he's going to try to take it up the gut. No gain. Well, short gain, excuse me.
Yeah, I really think he's going to be a defensive player on the next level.
I have to agree. But they're going to keep him in. Purnell still in at quarterback for the Gold Squad. Takes the handoff, or takes a snap, looks left, tries to find a hole, and nothing doing. It's stacked up by that Platinum Squad. Going to bring up 3rd and medium. 4th down, excuse me. Going to bring up 4th down.
What kind of play you think we're going to see right here?
I think you're going to see an attempt to get them off sides before anything.
Yeah.
You know, you're 4th down and 4.
Hard count.
Yeah, you're going to get a hard count, absolutely. However, these last few plays, especially with Purnell in, have been kind of power left, power right. Wouldn't be surprised if I try to bust something to the outside.
And that's exactly what they do.
And Purnell is, I believe, going to be close to the first down.
I think he got it. No, he didn't.
They are going to call it a first down. Far side officials telling them to move the chains. So they'll move the chains.
You called that play right there. They wanted to get him to the outside. A lot of things were clogged up in the middle, and he just used his long body to get to the outside for the first time. That was a good for the first down. That was a good play call.
Yeah, he got met in the middle. Those last two plays really felt like if they were going to keep Purnell in, they had to bust it outside. Now Newsom back in the game, tries to hand it off on the jet sweep, and it didn't look like Mike Williams even knew that was an option. And that's another turnover.
I don't know what happened right there, but I kind of think he may have had something going.
I think it was the right decision by Newsom, but it didn't look like Mike Williams even expected to get the ball. Ball pops up, and Williams just lets it hit the dirt. And now the Platinum squad takes over.
Coach Rogers saying it was a forward pass. Yeah, they're going to call it a forward pass.
They're going to review that as an incomplete pass. So to explain that rule, on those jet sweeps, if the ball is tossed in the air, it's ruled as a pass.
Yes.
The ball was tossed in the air, hit the receiver in the chest, and because he never had possession of it, it hits the ground and results in an incompletion.
But, I mean, I could understand it because he did toss it. He didn't try to hand it off.
Yes, it's a strange rule that's kind of making its way across the football landscape. It's always been a rule, but people are starting to exploit it as we see helmet come off.
Wow.
Talk about hitting. That's the Philadelphia linebacker. Number 24, Austin Donald.
He has a way of sticking his head in and making plays.
You know, those shorter linebackers like that, Rion, really have an ability to get lost to an offensive lineman. Read option that time, given up by Newsom. Number 28.
Curtis Brown was in the backfield untouched and very quick. He made a nice play right there.
Another fourth down here for the Gold Squad, and Purnell is going to come back in.
I think we may see a read option again right here.
You're going to see something having to do with this quarterback power, quarterback speed, maybe a buck sweep out to the left or right. Never mind. Going to hand it straight off up the middle. That's another one that might be close.
He got it.
But they're going to rule it as a first down.
I tell you, man, Matthew Adcock is stepping up making plays today, but he just couldn't get there fast enough.
Purnell going to trot back off the field. Newsom comes back out for his Gold Squad.
Matthew Adcock is 6'2", 230. He's not a small guy down there.
That is a big fella in the middle. Newsom takes a snap, fumbles it, and he's met as soon as he comes back down with it by Curtis Brown, the linebacker out of Canton.
The Gold Squad has been having a lot of miscommunication going on today.
Absolutely. That's going to bring up a brutal second and about 18.
Been making a lot of mistakes. You can't make that many mistakes.
Can't do it. Purnell back in the game at quarterback. It's just a revolving door at this point.
Exactly.
Purnell going to look left, loft the short one, and he's going to be swallowed up. That's number 21, Kendrick Boyd out of Morton, making the tackle. Great open field tackle. Great closing speed that time by Morton.
Yes, they have been trying to get the ball to Mike Williams because he has a lot of speed like we've been saying, but it just hasn't worked today.
Hasn't happened. He's been bottled up as Williams.
Got a 3rd and long right here. I'm surprised that Newsom's not in at quarterback.
Purnell still in the game.
think we're going to see it.
He's going to try to take off, throws it under pressure, and it's picked off in the middle of the field. Nothing but green grass in front of him. Only has to make a few men miss. And that's number 22, Gage Sorey out of Hartfield,
Yes.
6-foot-tall DB.
This kid right here led the nation in interceptions.
He did. He was a ball hawk this year for Hartfield.
I don't think many people heard me, but he led the nation. In interceptions.
Not just the state.
Yes.
Not just the Southeast.
Yes.
The nation.
Yes, and he's coached by Ryan Lindsay, who also won a national championship with the Mississippi Wolfpack this year, the AYF National Championship. But he is a DB coach for the Hartfield Academy team, and he's the guy that coaches this guys up right here. I've seen a lot of his film. He's a great guy. He knows how to catch interceptions. He knows how to be around the ball on defense. He also played a little offense for Hartfield.
Guy that could be a really interesting story. And that time, Thompson just loses the ball, and we've got a big fella trucking down the field.
Use the stiff arm, big man.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and he still won't be brought down. He's brought down at the 21-yard line.
That's going to be Jamarian Scott out of Tupelo.
The big fella out of Tupelo.
You got to use the stiff arm right there, big fella. I can't let myself not get that touchdown. You know what I mean?
You got to represent for the fellow defensive lineman out there. That one's got to go to the house.
That got to go to the house, man. The big fella could move right there.
He was going. He was going. He was going. That short burst speed was there.
Yeah. He definitely a guy that I probably would hand it to at least 3 times a game.
When you got to the high stepping part, that's when we ran into some trouble. But that time, Paxton Thompson reared back to throw, and ball just slips out of his hands. And we've seen that 2 or 3 times today out of these quarterbacks.
Yeah, I was just going to say he looked like Tristan Newsom earlier.
Maybe need some gloves, some of the Kenny Pickett style,
Yeah.
Double glove it up. Looks like we're going to get a block in the back now on that return.
Oh, that always takes away from
Jamarian Scott that just ruined his day.
Yeah, it just messed up his whole day.
Just ruined his whole day. Just going to get to show that footage to his kids. But it will remain the Gold Squad's ball, and now we see your boy from Big Louisville.
Yeah, he's pretty shifty.
Key Jackson in at quarterback. Looks like he came up hobbling on that play just a little. Taking a little gingerly on that leg back to the huddle. 2nd and 5 now for Gold. Jackson now takes the snap, almost fumbles it, gets the handoff away, but it's stuffed in the middle. That time, low snap, Jackson just unable to get it to him quick enough, and those bang-bang handoffs like that have to happen so fast for you to be able to find a hole. By that time, it was already plugged.
Yes. As Platinum defense has really stepped up lately.
That they have. They've looked great on these last few possessions.
I mean, they got some studs on that side. Camp Shepard, Jackson Parker.
Gage Sorey.
Yes, they got some studs on that defense.
Fumbled by Jackson on the snap.
They got Jackson in at quarterback?
They do. He's taking the last couple plays a little gingerly on that ankle. I think it got rolled up in a previous play.
He was Mr. Do-It-All for Big Louisville, so I'm not surprised to see him back there at quarterback.
I believe we're going to see our second punt of the day from the Gold Squad. That's Aaron Kirkham again out of Gentry, back to punt. No rushing on the punt here in this All-Star game. That one's going to be a Peter call, and Platinum Squad's going to let that one roll out. We're going to take a short break, be back right after these messages here on ECCC. Stay with us for this MSA All-Star game. Coming back in just a moment.
East Central was a part of the starting steps of the rest of my life. One of my favorite parts of the professors is just the personal connection you build with them.
What I like about having a 4-day schedule is that I am able to access my professors any day of the week.
One thing I considered as the most important part, you feel like family.
Living on campus becomes a part of your daily routine, and school becomes part of your life.
You can do anything you want to do. You can achieve as much as you want.
East Central is the college with you in mind.
Well, you missed about 2 seconds of game action that time, but what it was is Dampier there, as you see, getting off of the ground, took the handoff and was immediately driven backwards.
Yes, Latarius Haynes was in on that play.
Not really a chance that time for Dampier to make a play, but nonetheless, face mask going to be called on the Gold squad. That should rectify the situation.
That will help him out a little bit.
Still going to be first down. First down and about a long 13. Excuse me, 1st and 14. Now, Thompson in the backfield, had the fumble last drive. Takes that snap, hands it to Dampier. Dampier makes a bad miss, heads around the edge. He's got some space, lowers the shoulder, and gains another yard on the end. Dampier that time, lowering the boomstick.
To get the first down. I'm telling you, Dampier is a stud. Oh, well, he did get the first down. Well, he was close to it.
Close. If it was from the original line of scrimmage, that would have been a first down.
Yes, it would have. It would have.
Minute 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Platinum squad up 21-12, trying to piece a drive together. Keep an eye on Kadarius Wade out of Callaway here on this near sideline. 6'4" wide receiver. Never hand off to Dampier up the middle. Keeps those legs turning for a few extra.
I'm kind of shocked that we haven't seen Kadarius Wade on a lot of deep passes today.
Hasn't been many attempts. Had the one attempt early. That just was, we both kind of thought there was some interference on.
Yeah. J.D. Methvin's back in the game.
Hand off to Dampier again. Rumbles his way forward for a first down. And I'm with you. J.D. Methvin's a guy that I've gotten to watch a lot of, especially on the outside.
Yes.
Not sure playing him on the interior is helping his stock at all.
Nah, it's not. And I don't think it's helping out the Gold squad either.
I don't either. If he's going to play at the next level, which I do believe, and there's your deep pass to Wade. Turned around too soon, but nonetheless draws a defensive interference.
We got a lot of interferences going on.
We got a lot of interferences going on because I don't know if you guys caught that at the bottom of your screen. Kadarius Wade backpedaled.
Into Alex.
Yeah, into Alex Hillhouse of MRA's chair. Hillhouse was a scratch from the game due to injury. He's still here watching and cheering on his teammates. He's just trying to enjoy the game, Rion. He's sitting there on the phone.
I don't think that's the place to be, Alex. You might want to move.
You might want to move the chair, man. He's just he's chilling out. And all of a sudden, his chair is getting swept out from under him. Thompson, this time the shovel pass back inside to Peterson. Peterson's got a lane. Stiff arms a man, makes a miss. Almost evades the second tackler.
This guy, John Peterson, man, I'm telling you, he is putting on a show today.
He is. He is. First down run that time by Peterson. First time checking back into the game since a couple of electrifying runs on the first drive. He just refuses to be tackled.
He's a guy, man. I love to watch him.
Just refusing to be tackled is Peterson right now. Thompson takes a snap, is going to roll out to his left. Looks short. That one toe tapped.
I like that. That was a great catch.
That was a great catch, a solid throw that time by Peterson to close out the third quarter. Your score here at the end of the third quarter in the MSA Senior Bowl from East Central Community College. Platinum team 21, Gold Squad 12. We'll be back here in just a moment after these messages on ECCC Live.
What led me into East Central was the great opportunities to build your resume. It's easy to get plugged in here on campus, and there's a huge sense of family here.
That's the best thing to have is that support and that safety net.
One of my favorite parts of the professors is just the personal connection you build with them.
If you want to be at a campus that gives you hope and motivation and makes you feel at home, then go to East Central.
I'm glad to be a part of East Central.
The college with you in mind.
Whenever you're ready.
Wait, low funds? What am I gonna do? Okay, text mom.
Come on, look at your phone, Mom. Look at your phone. They have their cards already?
Come on.
Community Bank's CB2Go app lets you easily transfer funds from one account to another within minutes, so you can get back to your night out. Community Bank, a bank like no other.
Welcome back into East Central Community College here for the MSA Senior Bowl. Fourth quarter about to get underway. Platinum Squad leads the Gold Unit 21-12. And what more can we say about John Peterson?
He's done a great job this game, man. He's out there just balling, man. I'm very glad to see him in this game. He's a guy that we've talked about all year. Last year they had a guy go over 2,000 yards rushing. I think it was close to 3,000 yards rushing. This year he's well over 2,000 yards rushing. That's a great guy out there on that field, man.
Peterson motion out left. Thompson going to give the jet sweep, and we've got some trick play. Looked like he was looking downfield nonetheless. That's number 11 that time, Will Upton out of Jackson Prep. He was looking downfield.
I think they forgot about their guys they had on the left side right there. But we have Mr. Keir Stribling right here. Tanner, I'm going to let you sit down and talk to the man of the hour real quick, man.
Come on ahead. Well, Keir, first of all, welcome to the booth here.
Man, what's up with it, guys? What's up with it? Y'all hear my voice is gone because I'm more of a fan than a person throwing it. I'm telling you that now.
Well, Keir, first of all, the game so far has been phenomenal. Me and Rion were talking off the top of the broadcast. The field looks great. The facilities are great. The players look great. The uniforms look fantastic. Tell us a little bit about those uniforms, Kerry.
Man, straight from the major drip shop, man. If you want to get right and make sure your program is taking a step in the right direction, you got to start with how you look. And that's why I want to make sure that I made a brand that defined the way you look.
You know, we had a coach recently leave the state of Mississippi by the name of Coach Prime, and he had a very famous saying, you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good.
Exactly. And if you look at this crowd, you look good, they play good.
They do. They do. Stands are full here at East Central Community College. Platinum Squad is driving. Paxton Thompson is in the split set. Going to motion Dan Pierre out to his right. Hand it off to Peterson up the middle, and he's got green grass in front of him.
That's three of those things. Oh,
Fumble.
They called it a touchdown.
They are.
They called it a
touchdown. We'll await the official review if that is a touchdown. It's going to be Peterson's third touchdown of the day, and they are celebrating.
Man, selecting these rosters, the first thing I told John when I gave him an interview at the media day was never let anybody define who you are by what you think you look like. Because one thing about that young man, he is one of, if not the best athlete in the state this year. And the thing about it is nobody's acting like it. That's what's crazy about this whole situation.
He's for sure been one of the more impressive on the field today. I mean, bowling over defenders all day long. As that PAT is good, and it's going to give the Platinum Squad their biggest lead of the ball game. Our score sits at 28-12, 10:48 here to go in the fourth quarter. But tell us a little bit about, why we've got these stands full, Kerry. Tell us a little bit about why we're all here and why we're all so excited.
Man, it's first of all, it's just something so new. And one thing about things that's new, people are going to come to see it for one or two things, to either talk about it or talk for it. You see what I'm saying? And when you get a good quality of players like we got this year, the good caliber of, like you said, the uniforms, the coaching staffs, like the atmosphere with Pam Bams pulling up to be a vendor. You got the basketball team running the concession stand to put funds in their pockets for their program. It's just so much unity coming together, and that was the whole main thing about this. We were trying to make sure that we provide a sense of unity that is very well lacking in America, not only Mississippi, but America, period, is unity, man. man. When you see all people coming together and you ain't saw no arguments or nothing, everybody is just loving on each other and loving on each other kids and all type of stuff, man. And like I said, it's just a great feeling to sit down and actually sit up here and watch it from up here to actually just see it, man. It's just a blessing.
And as you said, Kerry, when it comes down to it, what it truly boils down to is these kids, these players that we're seeing today that are out here in, late January when we're not really used to seeing a lot of football and are giving it their all.
Facts. I'm talking about like it's a championship game.
It is.
That's what's so crazy about it. But like also a lot of these kids in this game, man, it was built for them to be able to showcase their talents against the best, whether you public or private school. And a lot of these private school kids like Gabe Sorry, that man led the nation in interceptions this year, and he slighted with no offers, but he just showed y'all against some of the top players in the state of Mississippi that he still can do the same thing. So hopefully this opens up the recruiters' eyes. This opened up people that have been sleeping on some of these kids like Austin Donald right there in the middle. It's just so many kids out here that needed this game to just show y'all to top off their resume for high school.
Absolutely. Early signing day, of course, already gone past. But these kids, they can still make a decision as we get a ball deep downfield to Mike Williams, the Jackson State commit, and he's going to high step it into the end zone. Gold Squad with another touchdown on the day. Mike Williams.
Great play call by the coaches over there. Malik Deer, you definitely dialed that one up right there.
He pulled that one. He's got to pull out the kitchen sink for the All-Star games, man.
Man, I'm talking about in the darn wrench to undo it.
Mike Williams flies down the field, and you heard Rion and I talking about his killer speed earlier. Just a guy that really can get gone if he sees open grass in front of him.
Most definitely that, man. He was in the fastest man competition yesterday in our Senior Bowl events, and they was racing in socks. And I'm talking about these guys were kicking up pedals of grass out there on this turf.
Burning turf, man. Burning turf. Purnell back in at quarterback now to attempt the two-point conversion for this Gold Squad.
Man, this is shaping up to be a great game, and that's one thing that we want to do this year, to make sure that it held up to the standards of what last year set. We set the bar so high last year that we couldn't come back behind it with anything watered down or anything less than expected from that.
Purnell going to try to bounce it back
Austin
outside.
Donald with another tackle, man, from Philadelphia, Mississippi. That's just crazy.
He's been all over the field today. Rion and I were talking earlier. Those shorter linebackers like Donald, he's been able to kind of get lost in coverage. Nonetheless, he's been plugging holes. He's coming and laying the lumber, and he's doing it at a high level here against some of the top talent in Mississippi.
And them facts. And those are facts, man. I'm going to turn it back over to the professionals, you and Rion. Man, y'all are doing a magnificent job, Tanner. And like I said, like I told you, y'all keep doing what you're doing because, like me and Rion was saying, a lot of y'all starting off early on stuff that we just not finding our path of wanting to do at a later age, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage y'all to make sure that you keep going and keep doing what you're doing, man, because you're going to be a fantastic contribution to the state and other states as you grow in your career, man. So you keep doing what you're doing, young fella.
Well, Kerry, we sure do appreciate it. That's Kerry Stribling here at your MSA Senior Bowl. We appreciate the kind words, kind thoughts, and all the work that he's put in to make this happen. And you see here, I wish all of you great listeners at home could be here to witness this. It looks like this is a regular season game. The stands are packed.
Yes, man. I mean, it's a lot of people here. The fans are enjoying the game. As you can look across the way, the visiting side is packed. You got people standing down along the end zone down here. I mean, it's a great thing to see.
It is. It is. Everybody loves football here, especially.
Oh,
and that onside kick is tattooed off of. Looked like Jack Parker. He couldn't handle it, but his Platinum teammate does.
Yeah.
Platinum Squad going to take over again. And we're going to see, I believe, Paxton Thompson back out again with this squad. You know, we saw the Platinum Squad bring out essentially the kitchen sink and the wrench with it on that last drive. A couple trick plays. One which didn't hit, but still nonetheless gained about 15 yards. Interesting to see if they do it again. Handoff to Peterson up the middle. That one going to go for a short gain. Peterson has seemed to have gotten better as the game goes on.
Yes, he has. That's what he does, though. Peterson is a great running back, man. We've sitting here talking about him, and you can look at him. He's not a small guy. I mean, he's a guy that I think that could go to the next level and do great things. He can develop himself. He can get in the weight room. I mean, he has good speed. He's a guy that deserves a chance to play D1 football.
Thompson looks downfield, and it's going to be picked off.
Pratt Jr. got his second interception of the game.
Second interception of the game for Zach Pratt Jr. out of Tupelo, but Platinum Squad saying it was incomplete.
That's a catch, man. That's a catch.
We're going to wait for an official reading.
They're going to give it to him.
I believe they're going to give it to him, yep.
That's his second interception of the game out of Tupelo, Mississippi.
The Golden Wave
Yes.
product, or the Blue Wave, I believe.
Yes.
No, that's Golden Wave. MSMS is the Blue Wave. I have to remember that. Those always confuse me. But, yes, Golden Wave's own Pratt Jr.
Yes, he done a great job right there. That's his second interception of the game.
That Tupelo squad this year, man, came out of nowhere.
Yeah, they were lighting it up. But the only thing about them, they always find a way to simply not get over the hump. I mean, they let Starkville beat them. I mean, Starkville lost their first 3 district games and turned it on after that.
They did, but when you look at that Starkville team, though, that's one that really is loaded with talent.
Yes,
that's 2 Power 5 players on that, probably more than that on that offense.
Yeah.
Trey Petty and Braylon Burnside will be Power 5 players.
Yes, they will. No
and
doubt about it.
I would wager successful ones.
Yes. Trey Petty just picked up an offer yesterday from Tulsa.
Coach, former Mississippi State offensive coordinator Steve Spurrier Jr. not wanting to break ties off there. Unsure he believes Petty would fit into the air raid, but nonetheless, if he thinks he can, I think it would be great to watch. He does have a cannon attached to his right shoulder.
Yes, he has a cannon, but he also has a lot of heart.
He does. He's a great leader.
He plays hard. Yes, he does.
He's a great leader. That team follows wherever he goes.
Right now, he's been a leader on the basketball court.
He is that. Starkville looks good. We get to watch them and Tupelo, I believe, this week. That game was originally postponed due to some weather and got rescheduled for this Friday. I'll be in attendance for that one.
All right.
Oh! Fumble. And I believe that's going to be picked up by the big defensive lineman.
He was able to pick up a fumble earlier, and this time he was able to turn it into a touchdown.
We get the big fella touchdown.
Tayshawn Johnson. Shout out to Exit 78. 78 South in Jackson. Old Terry, Mississippi, representing one time.
Terry. Johnson that time able to fall on it into the end zone. They're going to award him the touchdown, and that's going to give the Platinum Squad what I can only describe as a commanding lead with 8:55 to go left in this one.
Yes.
Pending 34-0, PAT pending. Really, Platinum Squad, like I said, I said in the first half, I felt like if they got it to multiple scores, this thing could snowball.
Yes.
And it has.
That's exactly what happened. I didn't want to see that because it's an all-star game. I wanted to see a good game, just like we saw last night with the future elite game, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey, I'm always just happy to see coaches throwing the playbook to the wind.
Yeah.
We've had some fun here.
Yeah.
We have had some fun here. PAT is good for the Platinum Squad. They'll go up 35-18.
Got a player that done came out of his pads down there. I hope he's all right.
He's been walking around, moving around a little bit on the sideline. I've had my eye on it. Can't catch a number. So we'll probably be able to bring you more in the Facebook group on that one after the game.
Yes.
It's always a tough situation coming playing a great showcase event like this. Come away with an unexpected injury. You always hope that that's something minor.
Definitely hoping that he's going to be all right.
Gavin Chafin. Kicker out of McGee. Gets set to send this one down range.
It's just great we were able to witness one more game of football.
It is, until we have to go into hibernation. Now, I'm a basketball guy. I love basketball. However, the team I cover doesn't play pretty basketball.
Yeah, I understand that too.
Play some ugly basketball. They'll win games, but they play ugly.
I seen a picture that you put on Twitter, and you look like quite the point guard.
I had my heyday. I had my heyday. And those days are long behind me, but I had it. I had it. I was I played from when I was about 4 all the way until they told me I was too slow to play anymore.
I understand that.
I tear up your local YMCA though. Promise you, I'm good for a buck every time.
Nothing like a good game of pickup basketball. I need to catch me one soon.
I have to catch my wind every time I catch one now.
Yeah, I'm feeling you on that.
Gold Squad taking over yet again. Tristan Newsom back in the game.
I think we're finna see the playbook open up a lot more for the Gold Squad.
I think Malik Deer has been handed the keys. Looking deep, the 4 verts. That one comes up short.
Miscommunication again. There's been a lot of miscommunication going on with this Gold Squad offense.
It has been. It has been. Trevor Fortenberry, that time out of Brookhaven Academy, looked to be the target on the outside. I think he was supposed to run a comeback that time and just never came back.
Almost resulted in an interception.
It did. Fingertips away that time.
This Platinum Squad defense has really stepped up this game.
They have. They have looked very good in coverage these last few drives.
Love to see a team go to the locker room and figure it all the way out.
And with a guy like Ulrikus Johnson on the outside, I would hope you can cover. Speaking of Johnson, that's him.
Katie Gibson with the big catch, man.
Over Johnson. Katie Gibson getting up. The 6'1", 175-pound Katie Gibson out of Tupelo going up.
But we got to hold. I don't think you paid attention to it, but Curtis Brown out of Canton shot off that end just then like a cannon, and he hit the Nick Bosa dip and
hit him with the rip.
He didn't even touch him. He was just dipping to get his body skinny.
It's too quick, man.
Man, that was a great move right there.
Well, the great catch is going to be waved off. Of course, when I start bragging on Ulrikus Johnson out of Tylertown and just the build that he has, he gives up a catch. Nonetheless, won't go in the stat book. That's a big corner. 6'4", 180.
Yeah, I saw him this summer at a combine, and he can fly. He's a guy that's he's gonna be successful on the next level.
That kind of size, you have to think he bumps over to safety at the next level.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does.
And Newsom back in the backfield again, second and a mile. Heaves one deep. That one's too long. Nobody, not even the defense, can run under it.
Yeah, that play that they called back a while ago, the offensive lineman, in order to protect his quarterback, he couldn't do nothing but grab Jersey. Got Gage Sorey back in the game.
Curtis Brown, a guy that's got some serious speed and length off of the edge. I believe if a junior college program would want to put a little weight on him, I think he could be scary.
He definitely would be.
I think he could be scary at that outside backer spot, especially if he can learn how to cover.
I think he's a guy that's probably going to be more of a safety.
It's possible. It's incredibly possible.
Yeah,
you don't know his coverage skill at the moment, though.
When a guy has that much interceptions, he sees the field. I mean, he's a guy you might want to kind of put at safety.
Are we talking about Curtis Brown?
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about Gage Sorey.
No, that dude's a safety.
Oh yeah,
no, Gabe Sawyer's safety. No, Curtis Brown. Curtis Brown, a guy that really, I think if you could play him in an outside backer spot, has enough speed to be able to kind of be that hybrid where he can jump out, cover the flat, has the length to reach that flat.
Definitely. He's a guy that I can see getting to around 6'3", 225, 230, and still having good speed, still having good movement in his body. But like I said, that play he made a while ago, man, when he came off that edge, I was watching him. He came off that edge, and when he dipped under that offensive lineman, the offensive lineman couldn't do nothing but grab. That's all he could do.
It's hard to coach. You got to have that kind of motor, and he's got it.
Canton, Mississippi ought to be proud of that one.
Absolutely. Platinum Squad getting ready to try and hop in some prevent here on about 3rd and a country mile.
I believe that's DeCarrion Wilson down there on the sideline who's taking his shoulder pads off. Maybe just want to relax a little bit and not hurt himself more.
Maybe so.
A lot of these guys are trying to make it to the next level.
Yeah. 2 deep coverage will turn into 4 deep coverage. Cover 4 look here, and Newsom's going to take off, try to make something happen, make a man miss, and that is Camp Shepard coming down from his safety spot to make the tackle. A great open field tackle from not really a great angle on a very shifty quarterback.
Camp Shepard is a guy that if any college coaches are watching right now, Camp Shepard is a guy that you may want to tap into.
He's got the size. He appears to have the speed. He's got the pursuit angle. A guy that I really think could impact winning early on at the next level. Newsom just going to take it direct snap and take off. This time he's going to be met on 4th down.
I don't like that play right there.
That time he's met by your guy, Gage Sorey.
Yeah, I don't like that play right there. It's 4th down. You're down 17 with 7 minutes and 23 seconds to go. I don't like that play.
Yeah, I can't lie. I think I'd be throwing the air out of the ball at this point.
Yeah.
7 minutes, 23 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Platinum squad with a chance to really take this game by storm now with another score. It's going to start out with great field position from the 50.
I think we're going to see this. I mean, this is an all-star game, so these guys are still going to try to find a way to keep scoring some points.
Yeah, I really don't think you're calling the dogs off in the all-star game.
Nah, parents didn't pay their money. Oh, they going with a little
the Kansas City Chiefs formation here, the carousel. Paxton Thompson in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap and no flag. The hitch and pitch to Dampier. Makes a man miss, gets up to the sideline, and he's going to be tackled at the 35. Flags flying out on the field.
We got flags all over the field, man.
The hitch and pitch, though, Rion.
Hey, I love it.
I love it. I love it. It's backyard football out here.
Yeah, man. I believe I would have scored right there, man. You know, I would have got that ball in the end zone.
Rion said I could have taken that to the house.
Yeah, I would have taken that one to the house.
Dampier, however, not able to take it to the house. He gets brought down at the 35. Nonetheless, that play is going to come back.
Yeah, I would have taken that one to the house.
Only had to make 2 guys miss. Rion breaks out that stiff arm. It's over.
Yeah, once I stiff arm him, he's nothing he can do.
Going to be 1st and 8 after the penalties are enforced. Thompson still in the backfield. Dampier back there with him. Going to motion his teammate out to his right side. Hand off to Dampier inside. Fakes the flea flicker.
A lot of trickery going on.
A lot of trickery going on. I don't think I've ever seen somebody fake the flea flicker.
It's a very dangerous play right there.
And, you know, this all started with the shovel pass down low to Peterson on the 4th down call.
I tell you what, man, I don't know if I'm going to be a defensive player down there taking too many fake flea flickers.
Yeah, I don't know. At some point, you kind of got to knuck up.
Kiss them in the mouth a few times. I bet you they won't do that.
Thompson throws a dangerous pass that is almost intercepted that time by Jalen Price out of Thomas Edwards High School. Excuse me, I believe that's actually Ricardo Butler Jr. out of Northside. The Dreads were covering the numbers. That's on me. That one's on me all the way.
Jalen, I am a fan of Jalen Price.
He can go.
Let's try another pass to Wade right here. Let's try to see if we can catch on with it.
They've got him on the far side of the field. Thompson going to motion Dampier out to his left. He's looking that way. Dampier becomes the target. He catches it. Takes it across the 1st down. A good block on the outside, and he's going to take it all the way down inside the red zone.
That was a great play, man.
That was. Dampier, you said it on the top of the broadcast. A very real threat out of the backfield. That time, catches the ball on the open side of the field, gets a block, and finds daylight.
Send your receivers across field. Get the corners out the way. Clear it up for Dampier to get around the edge, and that's exactly what he did.
That time, Will Upton, by the way, the lead blocker on that play, phenomenal job out of the man out of Jackson Prep. Short gain that time on first down.
Offensive player of the game, defensive player of the game, MVP.
Thompson in the backfield. Takes the snap. It's going to look right. Fine. Throws to the shallow route. A little bit of space in front of him. Going to be brought down inside the 5-yard line that time. I believe is.
That was Antravius Edwards with the catch, and old Desmond
That
Ray
was.
out of the floor with the tackle.
Deep ball that time here to Wade, and he almost brings it in.
We've been looking for that all game.
We have.
I think they're going to hit him with a pass interference on Stovall.
I do believe they are.
Yes.
So they'll get that play back. When we have to think about a player of the game at some point, Rion. I've got mine. On the defensive side is where it becomes difficult for me. Who would yours be?
On the defensive side, I got to go with Pritt. Those 2 interceptions was big, and he's made a few big tackles. So, yeah, if I had to go with a defensive MVP, it'll probably be Zach Pritt from Tupelo.
That's going to have to be my guess as well. Thompson in the shotgun. Gonna hand it off to Dampier. He's unable
you gotta
to
let
make
him get a touchdown.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, he's done so well today. You have to. Flag flying yet again. Platinum squad that time unable to get anything to go on 2nd and short. 2nd and short to goal, that is. Penalty call, I believe, is going to be on the Gold squad.
Yeah, I want to see them give the ball right back to Dampier right here.
Got a little more space now to do so. Wouldn't be shocked if they try to find him out of the backfield. Nonetheless, Wade over there on that far side of the field, and I believe that's going to be an offsides.
The Gold squad has been offsides a few times.
They're trying to time Thompson's snap count. Was that one called on the Gold squad?
No, that was on the Platinum squad.
And that one is going to give them quite a lot more space, I would assume. But it looks like it was called on the Gold by the spot of the ball.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Tanner.
Hand signals are confusing, you know. Hand signals are hard. Thompson in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Rolls out to his right.
He's
got some grass. Throws it to the corner of the end zone. And it's Antravius Edwards out of Scott Central, I believe, with the catch.
Yes, that's his 2nd touchdown of the game. I'll tell you what, man, this Platinum squad is kind of making it hard to pick an offensive player of the game because, I mean, that's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They are. They are. I may have to agree with you. Offensive player of the game is becoming a lot more difficult. That's his 2nd touchdown.
That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. I mean, you know, I wanted to see Dampier get 1 touchdown so we could go ahead and give him offensive player of the game with all the yards all-purpose yards that he has today. But I mean, Antravius Edwards, he's made some plays today, and that was his 2nd touchdown. I don't know, man.
That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Wish we could give out 2.
Yeah, I wish we could, but hey.
Maybe we can just cut the trophy in half. Let them take one side home. They'll be okay with it. J.D. Methvin is did try to block that one for some reason, nonetheless. Field goal is good, or the extra point. So we're going to score sits at 42-18 now for the Platinum squad. Platinum squad getting ready to send it back down range to this gold squad. And if you're the gold team, at this point it becomes a matter of pride.
Yeah, you're just playing for pride now, man. You done came to an All-Star game and got beat 42-18. Yeah, that's definitely about pride now.
It's about pride. Trying to get something on the board. Make this thing a little more respectful.
Yeah.
Hey, they've done it before. They've done it before. You can see some of the Platinum players down in front of us. They're vibing with the band. They're having a good time, as they should. They're up 42-18.
That's right.
And in reality today, Rion, I think so far the most important battle has been won in the trenches.
Yes.
And that's by this Platinum squad.
Yes.
They've been able to protect their quarterback. More importantly, though, they've been stellar in run block.
You said before the game that you think they was going to have the advantage.
Kickoff that time is corralled by Trevor Fortenberry out of Brookhaven Academy. Taken for a short distance, brought out just outside the 30, just shy of the 30, excuse me. Ball's going to be placed at the 29-yard line. Gold squad to take over. Fumble that time on the snap, and that is number 18, Xavier Dilworth out of Nettleton. Playing some quarterback, the speedster that time. Took a lick over here on the sideline.
Yeah, he did.
Dilworth, though, was a human highlight reel at times for that Nettleton squad this year.
He played with the freshman phenom, Braylon Williams, as well.
Braylon Williams is going to be a very, very high-level player.
Yes, he is.
Though it fakes the pitch to Dilworth. Brought down. Trying to make something happen.
Brought down by Tylen Collins.
This Platinum defense has just been stingy.
I think I called the interception wrong earlier too. I think Gavin Drones is the one that caught the interception earlier in the end zone for the Platinum squad. Gavin Drones is a very good player. He's a 4-5 guy that can fly.
That stingy defense just keeps it up for the Platinum squad. Defensive linemen getting off their blocks. Yeah, they're not here to play an all-star game. They're here to play a football game.
They are. They are.
They're going to send the big fella in, number 32, the 230-pound linebacker, Matthew Adcock out of Simpson County.
Yes.
That guy's a unit.
I would have loved to see some cleaner play from the Gold Squad today. Today they was too many mistakes.
I'd have to agree.
We didn't want to see an all-star game like this.
Yeah, too many mistakes for this gold team today, and
this Van Cleve crowd is enjoying the Heidelberg band.
They are. I'm enjoying the Heidelberg band.
Yeah,
everybody's enjoying the Heidelberg band.
Yeah, they are. If you're not used to this style band, then it will definitely catch your attention.
Hey, it's where it's at. It's where it's at. I'm telling you, I went to Kossuth. I loved our folks in the band, loved our band director. Didn't vibe that hard with the band.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm vibing with Heidelberg today.
The HBCU style band.
You know, I got to cover Jackson State and Southern in the SWAC championship, and when I tell you that was the coolest bands I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah.
Sonic Boom of the South.
Oh, yeah. If you've never been to an HBCU game, that's something you're going to want to do.
Absolutely. Sonic Boom of the South and the Human Jukebox in the same stadium were phenomenal.
Oh, come on, man.
That was awesome. Dude, it was
Come
awesome.
on, man.
Dude, that was awesome.
You talking about a party. You might forget
Dude,
you're at a football game.
I did. For a little while. I thought we were partying.
Sometimes you'll say to yourself, it's a shame that they're having a
football game in the middle of this party. who playing this? Who thought this was a good idea? Fumble that time.
Oh.
Thompson unable to get to it, and he took a nasty lick.
Yeah, man, but like I said, I love these style bands. You don't see them often, but when you do, they always party and they always show up.
Always have a good time. Make the game a good time. Thompson back in the shotgun, going to hand off up the middle that time to the speedster.
And the thing that I love, we're at 24 seconds. We don't have a big crowd going out the game.
We don't. Everybody is waiting.
Everybody
here is waiting to see their players.
I love it.
Clock winding down now. That should take us to the final buzzer. Your final score here from the MSA Senior Bowl. The Platinum Squad 42, the Gold Squad 18. And Rion, it was really a tale of two halves. The Platinum Squad really just was able to kind of snowball this after taking a multi-score lead there in the first half. We're going to kick it to a short break, and we'll be back with your post-game report here from East Central Community College on ECCC TV.
What led me into East Central was the great opportunities to build your resume. It's easy to get plugged in here on campus, and there's a huge sense of family here.
That's the best thing to have, is that support and that safety net.
One of my favorite parts of the professors is just the personal connection you build with them.
If you want to be at a campus that gives you hope and motivation and makes you feel at home, then go to East Central.
I'm glad to be a part of East Central.
The college with you in mind.
Whenever you're ready.
Wait, low funds? What am I gonna do? Okay, text mom.
Come on, look at your phone, Mom. Look at your phone. They have their cards already?
Come on.
Community Bank's CB2Go app lets you easily transfer funds from one account to another within minutes, so you can get back to your night out. Community Bank, a bank like no other.
Welcome back to East Central Community College. Here as we wrap up our coverage of the MSA All-Star Game on ECCC TV. And final score going to come to rest at 42-18, Platinum Squad's victory. And we've got some MVP picks to make. My MVP of the game has to go without saying, and I think it's going to wind up being our MSA MVP as well. And that's number 20, John Peterson, running back out of Van Cleve.
Definitely. There's no other reason why who else?
Who else? 3 scores on the day, well over 100 yards rushing.
Yes.
Just able to bowl over defenders constantly throughout the day.
Yes.
Defensive MVP, that goes to Zach Prett Jr.
Yes, from Tupelo. He had 2 interceptions. He had a few tackles. Yeah, that was written in stone.
Not many guys can say they had 2 interceptions in one game against Paxton Thompson.
Exactly.
Paxton Thompson, a phenomenal quarterback out of Jackson Prep. If he doesn't throw those 2 picks, maybe he's our MVP.
That's right.
Had a pair of touchdown tosses there. And our offensive player of the game. Going to go to another running back this time. That Platinum run game was so strong all day.
It was.
That one is going to go to Darius Dampier out of Mendenhall.
Yes. He had a lot of yards today.
He did. Was able to make some plays happen out of the backfield, not only in terms of the run game, but also the pass game. Took a couple passes, tremendous distance, great gains for him. So congratulations to all of our participants here in this MSA All-Star Game. Again, your final going to rest at 42-18, Platinum Squad's victory. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of our participants and all the people at East Central Community College and ECCC TV for allowing us to be here today, use your facilities, use your equipment. It's been phenomenal. Thank you for having us. We hope to be back. We look forward to working more with you guys in the future. Again, I'm Tanner Marler. Alongside has been Rion Young. And Rion, I want to thank you for being the humor for today, you know.
That's what I bring to the game, man. I like to have fun. I'm not the average guy that's going to be up here commentating. I might say some things that most people won't.
Be all right. Be all right. I thought there was more to that. It's all right.
Yeah.
Be all right.
ECCClive.com. We really appreciate it. I appreciate y'all making me feel like a celebrity today.
Hey, Rion, you are a celebrity, at least in Big Louisville. That's all we've got here from East Central. Thank you for joining us here. For Tanner Marler, Rion Young signing off.